On a Tuesday, got your girl in the car and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Welcome to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar on a Tuesday. Salute.
Got that mic right.
Right. My mic never sounds good as yours, though. I'm like, what
Some
do
of
I
it-
do?
some of it's the voice.
Maybe because it's the voice.
Some of it's the voice.
That's probably true. See, you got to put a little more deeper in it to make it.
see.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. Well, welcome to WLVS. Welcome to WLVS Radio.
See, now you got that low on you.
Could you get the words out right?
Welcome to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
Salute.
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 Is that how we're going to be today? Today is Beer Tuesday.
Yeah,
like,
see-
we've never drank beer on this show, so I'm kind of excited.
We did.
When?
Remember when you had
The girl. That was a long
time.
time ago. I'm talking about in the new series. We have not had a beer show. So we got a beer how you say it? Connoisseur.
For the drink of the day, yeah.
He's going to tell us about these beers and explain the beers that we're going to drink. That's going to be our drink of the day, the beer. So y'all tune in. And what's today's date? June the 19th.
It's Juneteenth.
June.
Yesterday was 6/18/18, and I played 18/18. And guess what?
You didn't win.
It didn't win, but I thought it was kind of cool though.
Man, I'm a little sad.
Today's
man.
Juneteenth.
You're sad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Because, you know, I don't know if you heard about the Tulsa Real Estate Fund out of Atlanta. Jay
Yes.
Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to invest in that
What, they shut it down?
at midnight tonight. I mean, to be a founder, you can still invest, but to be a founder
Oh, yeah, to be a founder. Yeah, but you had to have.
tonight by midnight,
How much you had to have?
$500.
That's chump change to you. What happened? What's the problem?
No, I spent a lot of money last couple of weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Because when they originally started, they were only starting with, I think it was 40 founders, and you had to come up with 40,000 each.
Right.
So what are you, like a billionaire now if you would have got in or something like that?
No, it's just starting. It's just starting.
It's just starting. It's a collective fund. It's a publicly traded.
And you could still make money off of it with the minimum of $50 of investment.
Wow.
Yeah, but to be considered a founder, yeah.
But you know what? Shout out to my brother Arnold, because my brother told my mother, I swear to God, true story. What's the thing that your man that died was part of the computer? What was the big original? The original computer. Apple. It wasn't Apple. Before
Microsoft.
Apple was Microsoft, right? Microsoft before Apple. What was the original?
Apple was there.
Well, no, before Apple, it was
called Macintosh.
IBM.
Macintosh or one of them. But let me tell you, my brother used to read about that when he was like 9 or 8 years old. He said, "Mama, all we need is $50 to invest in this." He tried to get my mother to invest back in the early like 80s, like
80s.
85, 80. And he told my mother tell this story all the time. We'd have been billionaires by now. All she needed was $50 then.
to put in.
She ain't pay my brother no attention. You know what I'm saying? So you don't listen to the kids.
Exactly.
We've been billionaires by now.
Man, it's a lot of ifs.
That's like my aunt always tell this story. You have to listen to kids. She was driving in her car, and my little cousin was in the car, and he said, "Grandma, the crane is falling," and they ain't paying no attention. He said, "Grandma, the crane is falling," really nice, and then they still ain't paying no attention. He said, "Okay," and he got under the seat. And that crane fell right on the front of the thing. And they didn't listen. If they didn't listen, they would have stopped the car and pulled it.
And looked around.
And looked around. So you got to listen to children. And my brother was the prime example. We'd have been millionaires or something.
Yeah, well,
Just
multimillionaires.
$50.
Yeah, multimillionaires, yeah.
Ugh, how sad. Anyway.
Yeah, multi-hundred millionaire.
All they would ask
Sure.
for is $50 investments back in the 80s.
There was this pastor on 9th and O Street. His name was C.L. Long. He used to tell a story about how Bob Johnson came to him about this all-black network he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And he wanted him to put in, you know what I'm saying, something like $10,000 or something like that. Just some front money, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of money
he
at all.
didn't do it.
He didn't do
And
it.
he wish he would have.
He sold BET to Viacom for what?
40.
No, it was $3 billion,
$3 billion, yeah.
3 or 4 billion, something like that.
Wow.
Just put a couple $1,000s in, you know?
Wow, I even know somebody who put a few dollars in the Hex. They bought like them Hex. What do you call it? Shares or whatever.
Shares, yeah.
And he living off that now.
Oh,
He did a good thing.
It's legit.
But anyway, Oh, But anyway, we all that's kind of bringing me down.
No, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Now you done made me sad. Now
No, I'm just saying, because I'm thinking about the fact that, look, I'm like, for my son, my grandkids, whatever, I could put this $500 in, man. I had to get an air conditioner for my company fixed, and it cost me like $600-700 to do that, right? So I'm like, I just don't have $500 now to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but it's not a lot though to, you know what I'm saying, do the initial investment and just let it sit, like forget about it. You know, just let it work.
The open bar should have did it. We should have came together.
No, this is true.
We could have did that.
I'm still gonna do it though, because it's still early. It's not like you can't get it. You just can't be considered a founder.
That's true.
You know, you know they cutting off the founders at midnight tonight.
At midnight. Oh,
Yeah.
But do it, man. Do it. You know, we could be in your entourage. Yo, yeah. This weekend was pretty good. How was your Father's Day?
Oh, good Father's Day. I chilled with the
You
family. Yeah, ate some good food and
We did the same.
sat
I'm
back, went to
surprised
sleep.
Dave and his family didn't come over to the pool. Where were you at? Y'all were too busy for us this year or something? I'm shocked.
You did it on Saturday. You
Yeah.
usually do it on Sunday.
Oh,
on
well,
Father's
Sunday,
Day.
I was booked. But
Well, we were talking about Sunday.
Father's weekday
Father's
weekend.
No.
Father's Day was Sunday, right?
Yeah.
But we had our party.
Let's-
We had our party this year on Saturday. We celebrated on Saturday. So
Man, all Dave's kids was online shouting him out today. He's a good father, man.
yeah, all 9 of them. Boy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
all
you
happy.
had so many. I didn't know you had so many. You did get some good. Like the one picture, Dave had long hair all the way down to his ass at one time.
Did he?
Can you believe that, Jacob? Dave's hair was all the way down here. Oh, and that was just 2 years ago. So
Nah, it was 6 years ago.
that's
Your back hair?
no. He had locks all the way down. I'm gonna find that picture. I'm gonna send it to you so we can post it on so everybody can see it. But you ain't even know him then. When you know,
No.
did he have locks?
No, he had
Because he held on for a while. You know, his headline was back
he
here.
had the bald head, never sound with the hair.
Oh, he held on them locks for a while. The headline was back
He
here.
was doing the Stevie Wonder.
One day we
No,
were like,
it was not.
Yes, he was. We were like, Dave, come on, bro. Come
Not
on.
at all.
No, but he can't. It was funny because
Yeah, had to talk him off the edge.
we
Come
went on
come
a cruise. He had it, and then I guess he got talked about so bad. We came back about a week later after that cruise. He was bald
No.
and never looked back.
Sorry, no.
You had locks that first cruise. We went
I
on.
had locks the second cruise.
Yeah, and then that right after that cruise, you cut it all off.
No, I cut it like 9 months later.
It was not that
He
long.
said,
whatever.
he said they gave you the business. He said, no.
Ain't nobody give me no business.
Boy, his locks was hanging on for it. It was like they was falling off their self.
Two strings of hair.
And he was doing the old comb over. He was doing that thing.
I wasn't doing like your president.
Oh, don't come out. No, I'm just joking. Oh, he's a mess. We got so much to talk about him about. Good Lord.
No, we don't really have to talk about
Well,
it.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
but
it's a little depressing.
this show is
Why-
depressing today. You started it all. You started that. This
No, I'm just
melancholy.
saying, man.
You
We
started
got
it
to
off.
invest. But you know what? Hold on. Let's upbeat. We switch the game. Shout out to all of the D.C. representatives who are all voting.
Yeah.
Polls
how
closed.
many-
How
at
many
8
of
o'clock.
y'all
Turnout was
DC
so
residents
good.
made it out to the polls this evening?
A lot.
Or today, should I say?
Yeah, I mean,
Why is there so many flies in here? Or is it just me? Y'all just like y'all
I think
don't
they had
see
the
it.
door open for
No,
like,
I think it's you because they ain't not.
Like
I
20
haven't seen
minutes.
one.
They getting on my nerves. But anyway, and then also they had the Maryland
well, now
No,
Maryland's
Maryland's
pre-voting.
is not.
pre-vote. It was a pre-vote today, right?
Right, it's early voting.
It's
has started.
Early
early
vote
voting up until the 21st, I think it is.
Well, next Monday is the official day.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday is the official day, so it's leading up to this. So it's early. all the way
I
up
think
to-
it stops Thursday or Friday.
And shout out to what's our brother Sherman
Sherman Hardy.
Hardy doing his thing. Also shout out to I hope she's not running against him. I can't forget. But Ward, Latasha Ward, you know her.
No, I don't.
She's supposed to be coming on the show too.
my guy BJ. Can't think of his last name.
Oh Lord, we are the worst
BJ's
radio
running, but
personalities
Sharice
in
is
the
running though.
Sharice
Sharice,
for commissioner.
how did you
Shout
know
out
how
to-
she did in the polls this evening?
I hope
She's running in
supposed to
Ward
come in
8,
here.
and
I'ma
Tony.
get
Shout
her-
out to Tony Donaldson. He's
We will get her
Ward
on the
1.
phone. Sharice on the phone. She give us an update and what's
Okay.
going on.
Yeah, 'cause I
I'm
mean-
gonna call her on the break. Since I ain't gotta make drinks today, we got the beer thing going on, so it'll be a little more time.
Yeah.
Yo, and but yeah, shout out to all the fathers. It was a great. I mean, this was Father's Day.
It was
What
Father's Day.
exactly did you do, Dave? Because they really was loving you on Facebook, and I was shocked. I didn't know your kids really like you.
Yeah, exactly. His kids are.
I'm no offense, but I never see.
That's only because he gives this hard exterior.
so,
You know what I'm saying? But you can tell at home, man, he's like dad of the year.
I'm the same way at home, though. You know.
Well, I know my daughter like you more than she like me, so we must be doing something.
But that's because she thinks she can do whatever the hell she wants when she over my house. So that's what it is.
I think all his kids and his niece, they probably appreciate the fact that he's not dramatic.
He's not. Oh, am I dramatic?
Yes, you are.
How am I dramatic? You know what? They said that at work about me today. They was like they didn't want to tell me because I would be dramatic. I was like, huh? Can somebody please explain to me how am I dramatic? I think I'm very laid back.
First of all,
please explain.
You see how you just clenched your pearls?
Yes. I just found out what this means.
Exactly right.
I found out what this means. A friend of mine, I can't think. I'm gonna have him call. I gotta call him and ask him what that was. He said this part of the body is.
Is that what it is?
And he said only women and faggots. Oh, not faggots, but
that's not the right word. Yeah.
That's right what he said too, though, right?
He said does that. I was like, oh, but I didn't do that. I did like this. I said,
nah, you said it's the same thing.
Hey, but no, part of your whole personality is like animated though. So sometimes it's not dramatic. Sometimes you're just being animated. You know what I'm saying? But
you have to explain.
But it's part of your funny, your animation.
How?
Dramatic in the literal sense.
Yeah.
But animated is not good. I don't.
It is. It's good for you. Look. When
you say I over dramatize things
sometimes, but it's part of your comedy because you're funny, man. Like you're a funny guy, man. Like
see, I don't think I'm funny either. But I'm just saying.
No, it's
people always laughing at me. I'm like, I was being serious.
Exactly.
Shout out to Roseanne Barr, but
but yeah, but Dave's not dramatic, and I think he's probably like me. I'm kind of like that too. Like I only got like 2 or 3 rules. Outside of that, you can do whatever you want to do.
What's your rules?
Disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Don't be disrespectful.
That's a lot.
I mean, just don't be disrespectful. You know, it's not hard not to be disrespectful. When you could do whatever you want to do.
Well, I know on Father's Day when we had this party, and so my daughter's in my car. She don't like my music, but she had her phone ring. So I turned my radio down, and I was letting her play her music. Then it was some song by Nicki Minaj. There was extremely a lot of cursing. Now, I ain't saying I'm a saint, even though I am a saint, but I'm just saying, I told her, I said, you need to turn that off, for real. That's just mad disrespectful.
You said you need to turn that goddamn shit off, didn't you?
I did. But I'm just saying.
After all the damn cursing in the song, right?
So she goes to tell me, well, I pay this cell phone bill. This is my phone, because I don't pay her cell phone bill. No. I said, excuse me? So I pulled the car over. I was literally going to take the phone and throw it out the car.
Window, right?
So that was dramatic, I thought. But then I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to calm down. And she said, okay, Daddy, I'm turning it off. I told no. Once I put the car over, she.
But it was a song that bothersome to you.
It was just because I didn't like her saying it. Like I probably if she'd have just listened to it and just been mellow, but then she's
singing along with it.
She's singing along with it, and that's what kind of pissed me off. And maybe I did get overactive.
Well,
she's 19,
18.
Would she be about
exactly? It's kind of like, what are you doing? But I think you could have said to her, why don't you wait till later after you leave from around me to listen to that?
And that's my thing. I can deal with you because I'm not saying I listen to rap music and gangster music, but in front of my mother, I'm not going to be repeating the
That's
word.
true.
Right. Now, but I can, me and my mother, we party together, but I know my extent. Like, I still don't disrespect. I don't curse.
Exactly.
Like, every now and then, if I'm driving with her, I'll be like, you mother effer or something like that. But she'll just laugh. But I can't just sit there and be like,
you can't go in,
you know
right?
what that, and then some reason, I don't know if my daughter think that she can, but
no,
she won't do that with
I think
me.
sometimes because she's a different generation, you're a different generation, and she probably feels more comfortable around you, so she probably did it and didn't realize that it will bother you.
I've never felt that comfortable around my parents. I don't curse around them, and I don't drink around them.
Right.
You know.
But see, I
feel that.
I can
like my sisters curse around my mother way more than I do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't even curse around my mother. You're right. Like I
try not to.
I would never
say
curse.
I don't, but I try not to do it around my mother.
But my sisters, they be like just having regular conversations. But they talk to her way more than I do.
They do.
Yeah.
You know, like girls talk to their mother like every day.
Every day, yeah. It's
like
I can't go a day without talking to my mama.
Well, I mean, I think I'm the closest with my mom to all her kids, but I'm just saying.
You think you're closer than me?
Well, we see each other. We drive into
But
work. I drive my mother to work every
That's
day.
recent.
No, even before that, I was always the one that took her when she needed
Even
somewhere
since
to
you
go.
moved, you still drive her to work?
Yeah, I'm still gonna drive her to work.
Still go get her?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Because she's only 15 minutes from me, so I'll still drive. And I have to go past her job to get to work anyway. So
You gotta go back to her house to get there too?
I do have to go by her house again.
Okay, so it's like easy. So you like just
I
get
personally just don't want my mother on the train. I just don't like her on the train.
No, that's
I don't-
smart. Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't like her catching the train. 'Cause
Absolutely.
They robbing and then
That's a good way.
they
It's a good way to
tripping.
honor
So
your
if
mother.
I can
though.
help it, I don't care if I have to go a half an hour away. I would make sure she's not catching the train in the morning. In the afternoon is a little different because she could be a little more. No, I'm just saying there's more security around. Her senses are better. You know what I'm saying? In the morning,
In the morning.
she's tired. Like I know
But
me.
I think the morning would be easier than
Yeah, I thought the morning would be.
the afternoon is when all of the
Yeah, the hoodlum, the kids,
the rascals come out.
Yeah,
man.
they come out. That's when the kids wake up.
in the morning. Early
Yeah.
morning. She might be safer in the morning.
But I just know that I think that my mother would be, her senses are a little more, like in the morning she's sleeping. Like we in the car, she's knocked out until she gets to her job.
Oh, okay.
So I know she probably be knocked out on the
She's
train.
waking up
too.
slow, yeah.
So I just don't like her catching the train. I don't like to catch the train either. If I can help it, I would never catch the train. So
Now I was saying that to somebody the other day. Like ever since I started driving, I used to walk places, right? You remember what it was like to walk to the store? You walk 4 or 5 blocks and it was nothing to it, right?
Right.
When I started driving, man, I cannot walk 4 or 5 blocks just because. You know what I'm saying? I just became so lazy. I mean, I guess you call it lazy, but it's just
That is true.
conditioning, whatever.
You do become lazy, but I still try to do it, but
It's probably good to do.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm not doing it here.
Yeah.
I'm doing it when I'm on vacation or something like that.
when I was
I
in-
walk miles
When I went
for
to New
days
York.
on vacation, but at home I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't even feel like walking to the mailbox.
And when I went,
Exactly.
I went to New York. I walked all the way from 21st all the way to 56 with no problem, with just walking and
see,
enjoying it.
That's another thing.
but let you walk
Oh,
down,
hell
let you
no.
walk from Georgetown
To
to
the monument or
to
not.
Capitol Hill.
Oh, absolutely not.
No, listen.
And that was about the same distance.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I can always walk to someplace, but walking back,
It's a
it's
problem.
not gonna happen.
I
know what I'm saying?
I can be. It all depends.
Like if we want to walk somewhere, but once I get there, I'm not trying to walk back.
But that's,
When I get to doing whatever I'm doing,
that's the same way on the treadmill. The treadmill, once you get down to that last 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, that's when I start getting tired. I can't do it.
So like every year going up to Toronto for Caravana, right? We always say we're not gonna walk to the parade. It'll be like 2 miles, right? We always end up walking. Then we always say we're not gonna walk back. Very few times that we do not walk back because the trains and the buses and
So
everything are so crowded, and the cabs that we trying to get over.
Sure.
So you end up walking anyway.
Oh man, taxi cabs, man, be straight robbing people.
That's why
I don't
the
believe
Uber
none of
taking
them
over.
meters are legit. It's like I mean, of course, I mean, you're at Uber now, but I mean, like, but when you downtown, like making a quick run, like I'm gonna go 3 blocks over.
they
You jump
charge
in a
you
quick
$10.
taxi, it's right there, right? You get in, they start you off at $4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
And then it's like you ain't even driving nowhere. Like just every quarter of a mile, that joint is bumping to 50 cents, 25 cents. Like,
And then they charge you waiting time while you're actually not waiting.
like,
He's just driving
See,
extra
that's the thing.
slow.
Like I take cabs when I have to go to different courts for my morning job. And so I talk to them. They always complain about the Uber drivers. I say, are you really complaining? First of all, cab drivers don't want to pick black men up. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I don't feel sorry for you.
well, I think this. They don't like to pick up our young guys. Our young ones. And this is I know.
Oh, they don't want to come to Southeast. You tell
I
them you're
know-
going to Southeast, they like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, I think that like there's something about youthful energy. You know what I'm saying? It could easily be mistaken as being a rascal or being kind of threatening, torturing.
Like I did with my daughter this
But
weekend.
sometimes the young dudes just, you know what I'm saying, when we were young, you just have energy. You want to do stuff. You want to try stuff. You want to challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying, when you're young. So they doing all kinds of stuff that regular people in society are like, can you just sit back, just ride? And they like, no, we want to like, you know what I'm saying, see if we can hold on to the edge and hang out the window and
Right.
ride. Like, it's just so I think that's why a lot of young black dudes don't get picked up, because the energy is mistaken. You know what I'm saying, when they want to have a good time. So I think if a cab driver or anybody in the street, if you approach young people with more of a youthful approach, like fun
It'll
and
be different.
upbeat, yeah, they will respond differently to you.
So how do you treat your mentees, or are you really? You have a lot of mentors, right? Mentees, rather,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do.
and they're young boys. And
Some of them, yeah, some of them are. And I got a lot of young girls though too. I mean, it's funny because my girls they tend to really respect me, and they try to act all really nice. All my girls act like they just the sweetest things. I bet they are probably horrible when they're not around me. but my young guys, man,
they challenge you a lot.
no, man, I think you stay youthful with them. I think what gets me over is that they like the fact that they see me as this older guy. I'm not that old, but to them, it's like he's really like that's pastor, and it's like an older guy, but they like the fact that I'm not judgmental at all. You know what I'm saying? So when they see me understanding them and not like sweating,
And
even
the
if
little small stuff.
even if they
that
get in
parents
trouble,
would
you
do.
know what I'm saying? Because it's not the end of your life because you got in trouble. You made messed up. So they appreciate that stuff.
Yeah,
You
'cause
see, people don't trust their kids will appreciate that, but the kids really appreciate that when you like
Well, you got to see the
treat them like a person.
Well, the biggest thing is we gotta allow children to make mistakes because
Yes.
we were all able to make mistakes, and now we expect them to be perfect.
See, I didn't
Because,
make mistakes. That's why I guess I'm so hard.
There he goes.
I did everything by the book.
See?
My book.
No.
that was the problem.
It was my book. I had a great life. I mean, I'm
Had.
still having fun.
Had
I'm
so
still
what happened
having
to
fun.
it?
I'm still having fun. I enjoy myself, but I don't know. I just don't trust children.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to trust them.
You-
You got to
energy.
trust them to be themselves and let them grow to be what they want to be. Let them fail. You got to let them fail. A lot
that's
of
the
times,
thing. You
as
don't want them to
parents,
fail.
No,
Yep.
no.
Parents don't
I
want them
don't.
to
I
fail.
don't want my child to fail. That's
See,
why
that's
I'm like,
the problem. You're wrong right there. You're wrong for that because see, failure brings
important.
progress. It
important,
makes
right.
you grow. If you never fail at anything, you don't know how it is. Why do you think so many people sit up here and they can be millionaires today? And they've been millionaires all their life. If they lose it tomorrow,
They lose. Yeah,
they go crazy. Some of them they kill themselves. The reason why is because they don't know how to accept failure. They've always been a success, and you keep letting your child fall, and they're about to fall, and before they fall, you pick them up.
Yeah.
You're catching them before they fall.
My daughter and her mother are like that, of course.
You have to let
She
them
doesn't-
fall.
She's very. She's
Overprotective, always kind of like shielding and kind of trying to shape her mind so that she talks and acts the way she wants her to act. But I'm saying you're creating vulnerability.
Yes.
She's got to learn her own way. She can't be comfortable in your skin. She got to be comfortable in her own skin.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm learning that because I've always been that way with my child, but I'm learning to step back. Although she's 40
And
years
allow
old
her
now,
to,
but-
yeah, because and think about it, she got to get along with her friends.
Right.
Sometimes we be training them to get along with our friends.
Yeah.
Right. She's not hanging with our friends, you know what I'm saying? So whatever's proper with us is not proper. They got a whole nother kind of game, you know what I'm saying?
True. That is true.
They live in their life, and the problem is we stop them living from their best life if we don't allow them to fail.
Think about this, and we can lay the subject alone.
Right.
But my father and mother were very traditional, out the Midwest, of course, out of Ohio. But Avery, you know what I'm saying, my middle boy, he turned 18, he graduated from high school. A lot of high school seniors went down to Ocean City for Beach Week, like 7 days. Like these kids like getting their own Airbnb, and it'd be 4 of them paying for a house, and then there's 4 girls across the water paying for their house, and so they meeting up, hanging on the beach, right on the boardwalk or whatever. He was gone for a whole week, man.
Your granddaddy now?
And he lived. He lived on 300.
4 times.
And he did the whole week on $350 because he knew he had a little budget and everything, right? But this is the thing. My parents would have never let me go down to the beach for a week. No adult, even at
Yes.
18, right?
Yes.
They never would have done that.
But
But
I
I
have
felt
to
like it
admit-
was a beautiful week for him in his life because coming out of high school, he had a week to be around his friends, nobody
be
breathing
there.
down his neck.
And you were cool
And-
with that.
Yeah, because he
But
needed
was
to
a boy,
learn
though.
whatever he
Would
was going
you
to
look cool
learn.
with that with your daughter? Because I
Yeah.
admit, my daughter was supposed to go on the same trip like that when she graduated. I said, hell no.
Exactly. See,
And then I said, I'll go with you.
you robbing her though.
Yeah.
Of learning how to deal with your friends on your own. Nobody's gonna back you up. So if somebody's taking advantage of you, you got to catch it. If somebody's disrespecting you, you got to catch it. You got to speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn.
When I was 18 and I graduated high school that summer, I went
to Costa Rica by myself for 3 weeks. Like
Wow.
not on a program. I just like took a backpack and a skateboard and I just went.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Did you know Spanish?
No.
So how did you survive?
I learned Spanish, and I.
This is long.
But it was
before,
like a self-challenge, though, right? It was
This
like
is
Yeah,
before-
exactly.
This is long before Google Translate, right?
Well, no, I'm not that. I mean,
he's-
I'm pretty young,
No,
but,
he's
not your
but like
age.
I didn't have that. Like I
that
didn't really have
happened,
a phone.
What he's telling you happened like 7 years ago.
Yeah, but they didn't have Google Translate then, did they?
Like I'm 24 now, but
He's 24. That wasn't 7 years. That's 4 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
but I mean, they
See,
had,
when he
you know,
said when I graduated from high school, we're thinking like us.
No.
We 30 years out.
I'm thinking. I didn't think Google Translate had been out that long. That's why I was saying that.
No.
not like it does now that you could just like point it at something and it'll just translate it.
Yeah,
immediately.
because like you could take a
But,
picture
like,
of it now,
it was-
and
yeah,
it will
exactly.
translate it.
But it was beyond that. It wasn't even the.
and he
the-
talking about
it-
Costa Rica. When I graduated, we wanted to go to King's Dominion and spend the night.
And
My
your
was
mama
like,
said, "Hell no."
Y'all go, you're coming back. But I would say at 18, I did leave home and I moved into the dorm. You know, and I
And
guess
see-
that'd be the
see,
same thing.
I mean, it is kind of the same
It's the
thing.
same.
I mean,
like,
college
I-
seemed like nothing. Going
then-
to the dorm after going to Costa
Well,
Rica like that was. Like,
No, but what I'm
Right,
saying
exactly.
is, like, right, my daughter went to school here. Like, that's why if she probably went away, I'd probably been a little more.
No, you wouldn't, because you would have been down there
No, I
every week.
wouldn't. No, but
You
I'm
probably
saying,
nervous.
like, I need to move. I
Like-
need to move.
like when I was 18,
At least in the middle, right?
when I was 18, I went to the Freaknik in Atlanta, and I would never let my daughter go. I was like, "Are you crazy?"
But see, that's the problem.
But I'm saying, I
You
know
should-
that.
she-
I know that. But
she
she
No,
wouldn't
no,
tell
think
me.
about it, think
I
about
didn't
it.
I didn't tell my mother that.
Thank
what
you.
The Freaknik was.
And she
Right.
shouldn't be telling you. She should just go.
Yeah. He gonna.
Oh no,
No.
We're
We
gonna
need
do it the same way. Yo, we just going on. The show
But,
goes.
but how much money did you take to Costa Rica with you? Was your backpack and your?
He took that 4 G's he had from
my bar mitzvah.
your bar mitzvah, right?
I don't remember. I think I had like $400.
Oh, that's not
$400
bad.
bucks
For 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money in
Hell no,
Costa Rica.
$400 bucks
But
for
it was
3
just
weeks.
him
Costa
and-
Rica isn't like as third
But
world
you,
as you think.
can't.
but
You didn't stay in a
That's what I'm
hotel
saying.
or
It's not as
resort.
third
No, I,
world.
like, I-
it's
like I stayed like it's kind of a complicated thing, but we like my family has a family friend who inherited some property. He had never been there, but there
Okay.
was a caretaker living on the property, but she didn't have any internet or a phone or anything. So I like knew the general area of
So
this
you had to
place,
go to
and
Starbucks.
and I had a picture of like the gate, and I had to find my way to that town and then find it, and
Damn,
then
you're good.
then like learn the phrase to be like, "Hi, Luis is my uncle, and he says I can stay here for 3 weeks. Is that okay?"
Oh wow.
She's like,
I guess.
"You sure?"
Did she rape you? Say.
Unfortunately, not.
She did.
Unfortunately, not.
Was she hot? Was she hot?
No,
No.
It was a whole family.
I was a whole fan.
But then like from there, I like went to like I traveled around Costa Rica and like did hostels and stuff.
Oh wow.
I like it was less the language barrier that was the problem. It was like, you know, a cab driver picked me up from the airport. I told him to bring me to the bus stop, and he took me for a ride and just like charged me over $100 and dropped me off in the middle of nowhere.
Damn. So that was 300.
He just like pegged me as like a young white kid who has
Right,
never been
right.
out of the country before,
Sure.
and just like
And you were by
totally-
yourself.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy. You could have got your kidneys taken.
Yeah,
and all-
or
That's
anything.
what I'd be thinking.
No. But see, the thing about it is, a lot of times why people live like that and fear like you is because they watch the news. They watch the news and read all the crazy stories on the
said-
internet, and actually instead of just going out here and living life.
He said, "Wait a minute, Sweden, a whole
I can
nother
make
way."
it. Right. I can make it, but anyway, yo, the show.
You're not gonna make it because
I
you're not
can
even
make
gonna
it.
go.
Because I can speak Spanish.
But I feel like our parents create a vulnerability in us
Vulnerability, yeah.
because when they shelter you and say no, they tell you no because they don't want you to get in a position where they can't reach you and help you.
Yeah, and
But
that's my
you
thing. If I
gotta
can't help
let
you,
kids
grow.
go out there and sink every now and then.
So,
My
Yeah.
mom did not
So-
want to let me go.
Oh wow.
But your dad,
My dad was like, "Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, yeah.
He'll learn some lessons."
Good
It's
little
all
young
good.
boy, you did that thing.
And it was shaping, right? Those 3 weeks shaping.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that was like the most
How to
monumental.
survive and raise all your instincts, everything.
That's
yeah.
what's up. Yo, everybody, this was our motivational moment. After this, the show goes completely downhill. We're going to come back. We're going to have our drink of the day, and we'll go with some hot topics. A lot of good stuff we're doing this week. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR. Salute. is tight. Our little side music been off the chain, yo.
Yeah, I was looking for something you were playing the other week. You gave me a site. I couldn't think of what it was.
Anyway, welcome back to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
Salud.
Salud. Of course, I say every segment is my favorite segment, but this is my favorite segment. Y'all tired of that little segue?
Speaking of salud, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce came out with an album.
Okay, can you stop doing that?
And
It's
they
about
have
hot
a
topics.
song
It's about hot
called
topics. You
Salud.
can do that when we get to hot topics. Don't ever interrupt. She mess up this flow of the show. That is part of hot topics, though.
Okay.
But anyway, our drink of the day.
We're talking about salud. That's what.
No, we're not. We're talking about our drink of the day, which is Beer Tuesday. We haven't had beer on the show like forever, I don't think. You said we did it once before. We had a beer maker. But Jacob, our engineer, is the beer connoisseur.
Yeah, try.
And he bought some beers of some of his favorite beers. So we all gonna try them today.
By
see how
victory.
fast we can get drunk. Are you drinking?
Yeah.
You're
By
not gonna drink
victory.
any beer, Pedro, right?
We want to see what it tastes like.
Right. So
All right.
all right. So go
want me
for
to
it.
explain them a little bit? All right. So this is Victory. This is like one of my favorite brands of beer, and this is a lager, kind of like a Budweiser, like something lighter that you would want. This is a Pilsner, a little bit hoppier, which is one of the ingredients of beer, and then IPA is right next to it, which, you know, those are the hoppiest ones right there, which IPA is much more bitter, and that's the Hop Devil, which is clearly just super bitter.
Hot devil.
These two are
Actually, you can't drink that.
9.5% alcohol, and the one on the left is very sour monkey, and the one on the right is Belgian-style triple with added spice, so it's like the chai tea of beers or something. That's my favorite. Those are both 9.5.
So which one would be like more of a sweeter beer, like a taste?
Yeah, probably that lager all the way on the left. But the one on, I mean, both ends are actually kind of sweet. You want the other one though.
The sour.
No, the
The
lager on the end.
This one.
Yeah. That's probably not sweet, but it's
A little lighter.
light. Yeah.
Because beer usually makes me really tired and full, but I'm gonna try it.
Cool.
I'm gonna try it. Anybody else gonna try it?
Sure.
We're gonna try. It.
I'm having.
I've never
Gold
seen
Monkey.
a 15-pack of beer though.
Yeah, me neither. I thought that was weird.
Pastor, which one you want? I'll bring it to you. Well, the
golden.
The golden catch. No,
The
it
golden
might
monkey.
shake.
He want the golden monkey.
The one I thought-
It's on the end, right?
This one.
Yeah. Toss
You
it.
pass that to him. You can't throw beer.
You don't throw beer.
You can tell he don't drink. All right, I'm gonna try. What is this called again? The homegrown American lager. Let's see if
First
it's
of all, it
good.
didn't even look like a beer. It looks like a soda.
It look like a soda, yeah. But I'm hoping that see which one get us drunk the fastest. So let's see.
Now should I open this one?
Not enough triple sec for your taste.
Exactly.
Mama said if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. It's not. It's beer.
If you want to get drunk and have something kind of candy-ish, try that sour monkey.
But why didn't you tell me that?
Well, because I
Go ahead, open
figured
'em.
because it's kind of heavier.
Try them all, man. Open them.
I don't want to just waste it.
I'm
Which one?
gonna drink the sour monkey.
Oh yeah, you tell me how it tastes. But you
You
like
said
beer.
this is 5%, right?
9.5.
9.5%.
You like beer though, right?
Never.
You don't either.
I had a
See
very
how
bad
much we like you,
experience at
Jacob?
16.
Thanks,
and I
guys.
don't never want beer again.
What happened? Tell us the story.
I was at a party, got drunk, started throwing up in the trash can, got kicked out. Friend of mine.
Because of beer?
Yeah, it was beer and Cisco.
Oh
Beer
yeah,
and
you can't
Cisco.
mix the two.
That's definitely.
I've had an experience like that with beer. I keep chugging along though.
And
Get it?
So
Keep tracking along. I got it.
So we were walking down the stairs after we got kicked out of the party, right? Fell into the bush.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst, man. To be drunk and fall into the bushes or into the street or into anything.
I fell in my. You remember that I was in my doorway and this old lady came and picked me up. It was like, honey, you need to get in your house. I woke up next day. I was just in my doorway, my door open, and my car was parked hooked in the street.
Woo, you was twisted.
I don't know how I got home. How do you like that?
It tastes like beer.
Oh, that's beer.
Right.
But we're gonna
See,
finish
that's
these.
so
Hey, appreciate
African American of us. Like we want everything to have like chocolate flavors and all these fruity flavors.
I guess the beer that I like I can do like a Heineken or a Corona, but I got to be already drunk.
I've never had a Corona.
Never.
Really?
Never.
I had my
Never
first
had a
Corona when
Corona?
I was about 11.
I've drank a couple Guinnesses, but
That's shock.
But Coronas are good, but I got to put grenadine in them. I don't know.
No, just a lime is good.
I got to put grenadine
I've
in
never
them.
had one.
Never?
Never.
Man, you've been on to the islands and everything. Yes,
I don't drink beer. Give me something that's gonna get me there. This is a teaser.
No, the beer can do it.
Beer catch up.
Man, I'm fat enough as it is.
What kind
Yeah.
are you trying, Pass? I know you don't like to
This
drink.
is the golden monkey. I'm
So
going to try
can you
this.
taste one and give us your opinion?
Sure.
Just a taste. We know you don't drink. But
Golden Monkey.
I'm gonna try the sour, and I'm gonna drink this one too. I don't want to waste it, but
What is golden monkey about?
which one was the sour?
Yeah, I got these beer for you guys because you always serve me. So.
We appreciate this, Jacob.
Maybe this one will be better.
Yeah.
Not.
See,
This one is good. Better than that one.
see,
Though.
this is the problem. The real problem for us. This is African American. It's our problem.
I don't think that's the problem.
No,
No, because Chitty likes beer.
Chitty would
No,
have
no, no.
loved
But
this.
I'm not
This has been
saying
his
I'm not
thing.
saying that we don't like beer. I'm saying that as African Americans,
We
we
want
look
taste.
at labels and the labels look cool, and we think if the label looks good,
Yeah, this
it's
is
gonna
like
be
bad
good.
taste.
This is like it's gonna be like a fruit juice or something.
Exactly.
I'm like,
So mentally, you keep being disappointed
Yo, I get it. I do that.
because it
same
looks
thing.
fun.
You do the same thing, right?
Of course.
That's what I thought. I thought it was everybody did that.
but the sour monkey is not. It's a little more.
You look at the
tolerable.
label and you think it's going to be amazing.
I can do
It's
this, I
sour.
can
It's
do
like
this.
candy.
I can do this one. A little.
I like sour candy, but I'm not really feeling this
I
sour.
he said I could do this one, but he's like when he drinks, his face goes.
It's sour.
It's like, it's not. I'm drinking the same way. It's not
They'll-
that sour.
They'll all taste better the more you drink them.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to. Let's go fast.
Yeah, so if you
Let's chug,
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 chug, chug.
Ready? One,
One, two. Go ahead. Count it out. Go ahead, Dave.
come
Ready?
on, count it out.
I can't chug.
Count it
No,
out.
you
You don't want to
We
chug
gonna
those,
chug.
by the way. You don't. None of you want to chug these
Why?
because they're 9.5. It's like chugging wine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Go
you
for
want
it.
to get drunk? You ready?
One.
How long you want to
Count
go?
us down. Count
He
us
said, "How you
down.
gonna go?"
Maybe this is why you don't like beer because you chug and then you puke and then you hate
Are we
yourself.
Come on. Let's.
We're
Come
just
on.
gonna see if it's gonna make us drunk. Y'all out there,
Ready?
y'all
All right,
want
come on,
pay
man. 20
attention.
seconds, man.
20 seconds.
No,
drink.
count us down. Count us down. Just
This say 1, 2,
3,
3.
2.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
And you gotta smash it, Dave.
Okay. That's.
Dave, you gotta smash it.
Look, Dave faces.
Yo, I feel drunk. Oh God, that's a good feeling. That's good, yo. We about to get white boy wasted today. Off some beer, I love
Got
it.
the goal.
You gonna finish this one now? You ready? Chug.
Yeah, that's the one that you should chug it. Like the lager. That's. Do it up.
The bugs don't feel that bad.
I hope you can remember your hot topics.
Oh God. Oh, we still on the show?
We are.
Oh, yo, that was pretty deep. I mean, good. Like I feel that it's almost like smoking marijuana.
You chugged this before you finished. I mean, you crushed it before you finished.
It's more in it.
Yes.
It's only a little bit. Stop doing it. But anyway, it was. Thank you for this, yo. Salute.
Hey, you remember Revenge of the Nerds? Booker. What do you do?
Classic movie, man. Loved it.
The show really went downhill after that. I never thought we'd sit here and do anything. Anyway, salute to the beer. Yo, y'all
Got
ready for
these
some?
gnats coming around now.
No, they was here. You just
Drink
notice
of the
that.
day.
It's the beer. Yo, y'all ready for some hot topics?
Sure. Yeah,
What do you have for?
Yo, I don't know. Did you guys see the? Damn, he did that. He got you beat. You heard him. Did y'all see the MTV Movie Awards yesterday?
No.
It was a lot of interesting stuff that happened. Of course, your girl Tiffany Haddish hosted it. She was annoying as ever, as normal, but she did an all right job. I thought
She hosted what?
she hosted the MTV Movie Awards
Oh,
last
okay.
night. MTV Movie Awards, of course, your show. What's the Black Panther? Black Panther pretty much won a whole bunch of stuff. one major thing that happened was your boy Chadwick
Boseman.
Yeah, he received an award for best hero, but what he did was the guy that shot the people in North Carolina. Who say? No, he didn't shoot. I'm sorry. He stopped the shooting at the IHOP in North Carolina.
Yes.
The Waffle House.
At the Waffle House. And I can't. Dang, I should have had his name, but I don't have my notes with me. But anyway, he brought him up out of the audience.
Okay.
And he said, "This is a real hero," and he gave him his award and said, "Please take this home with you." And that was amazing. I was so proud. It was kind of
Sweet.
a touching moment. I like Chadwick did his thing.
Yeah, man. That was fly.
Yeah, and I mean, he's definitely going. He is playing that role as Black Panther throughout the rest of his life. He's been like traveling the world doing like major speaking
Promos
and
and all
stuff.
that.
He's just a great guy. And when he did that, that really kind of touched me a little
So
bit.
we doing Wakanda this weekend, right?
We're going to a Wakanda theme party on Saturday. So
Yes.
if you want to go, call us. We'll let you know about it. You know, beautiful women. We need you to call in
Oh yeah.
and go to that party. But anyway, Chadwick did his thing. Also, the person that played the villain, what was his name? What's his name? Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Killmonger.
Killmonger. He played Killmonger. He received the best villain award. And he said in his thing, he said, "Oh, I'm surprised I won this because I thought Roseanne Barr had this." In
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh,
so
nice
he threw
line.
shade at Roseanne.
Nice line.
So he did that. Everybody clapped when he said that, but he didn't give his award to nobody else. He took it home with him. You know?
Good
So
job.
he did his
Hey, he
thing.
came a long way from
Fruitsville?
No. As a kid, he played in a movie with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, he was a kid.
And then he played on The Wire.
Oh, he did.
A lot of people don't
Yeah.
remember that. Wallace on The Wire.
But I don't know what he's
didn't
doing
know
to
that.
work out, but I want his workout plan so bad. I don't know. He seems like he goes up and down, up and down. I don't know how he do it.
You go up and down too, but that's on with the cheeseburgers and the French fries.
No, I don't eat cheeseburger and french
You know, I
fries.
kind of
Mine's
get Michael.
drinking.
I get Michael B. Jordan mixed up with the guy who did, who produced and did the whole movie on what was a black slave revolutionary.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, but
No.
no, the guy that did it, but he messed
No,
up.
Nate.
Yeah, Nate.
Nate Holler, something.
I forgot.
But anyway, he because of the
Birth
thing,
of a Nation. That was the movie they
Birth
did.
of a Nation,
because
which was basically the story on
Nate Parker, I think it is. His name.
Nate Parker did
and he did Denzel movie, the
Great Debaters.
Great Debaters. Now he was on a good up and up until that
movie?
Story, no, that story with when there was,
Oh.
when they said they went back and said that he raped the girl in
Supposed
college,
Yeah.
and that kind of pulled him.
Yeah, because you haven't heard from him, and they really
It
trying
pulled
to.
him back, and that was sad because it was like it was
They really
an
trying to-
accusation. It wasn't like
Are they really trying to whiteball him out or blackball him?
And
because of the movie Birth of an
the bad thing about it is that
Okay,
she's
the beer's
deceased.
kicking in on me. I don't know.
The woman?
She killed herself.
She's deceased, and whoever the other person that was accused is deceased as well.
Really?
The woman
Yeah.
killed herself, but she was bipolar anyway.
She
And,
killed herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it caused. So anyway, it came out, and then I think somebody because they didn't want that movie Birth of a Nation to come out or whatever, and so they kind of pulled him back, and so he's been blackballed ever since.
What's his name? I haven't heard nothing from him. Nate
Yeah.
Parker.
And he was really on the up and coming.
He's a good young actor. I think Michael B. Jordan is getting all of his stuff.
I don't know. I think Michael would have still got because Michael.
But I mean, he
Michael-
might have still did
He
Killmonger,
probably would've got
but I'm
Fruitvale.
saying that he's
Oh.
probably doing. I'm thinking he's probably still right now auditioning and reading roles that probably Nate
that
Parker
guy
would have had.
got
Well-
Nate Parker, yeah.
Probably so. We don't know. I mean,
Because I mean, who else young black actors are really coming up? I mean, besides the dude from Get Out.
But people would say the same thing. My next segue, you would say that if Aaliyah wouldn't have died, Beyonce would have been so big as she is now too.
I don't
So-
agree with that.
You don't agree?
I don't agree
Nah.
with that. But I do have a theory about all of the whole pop thing.
What is it? Go for it.
No, just that I feel like part of the reason why we have like mega stars like Beyonce, like to us it feels like a natural thing, but when I think about it deeper, and this might be a little too deep, but I feel like it's because of idol worship, right?
wow.
It's like a worship of Beyonce because
She has a whole church.
because
You
in
know
my
that, right?
but in my mind I'm saying
She
that
does. I'll show you the video.
there's so
I'll get
many
it to
there's
show
so
you.
many women who can sing and write songs, like but it's like Carrie Hilson is that talented.
I wouldn't go there.
Hold on. She wrote a lot.
Carrie Hilson wrote a couple of
Beyonce songs. She wrote a lot of songs for a lot of artists. She can really sing. But because we kind of idol worship people like Elvis or Michael Jackson and Beyonce, we make it so that only one person can reign as so-called queen, and other folk get treated like they really less than, but they're not.
I agree with that.
But Beyonce's so humble, I think. I think she's very humble.
I mean, she's not super arrogant or anything.
I don't think
I don't know
she
about
is.
humble. I don't even know her. I mean, I don't know her.
No, we don't know her personally.
Well, I do. We pretty cool. And, I'm just joking.
like JC gonna allow you to be around her.
Why wouldn't he? He don't want her. So no, I'm just kidding. Speaking of which, that was our next part, Hot Topics. Dave started it earlier, but of course, there's been a little. They released their new album. That came out yesterday?
Yep.
Friday.
Haven't heard it yet.
On Friday.
Came out Friday.
My free subscription to Tidal ran out.
But the whole issue was Nas released his album as well.
I think he released his like Thursday or Friday.
So
Heard nothing about it.
So they say that Jay-Z did that to pretty much make Nas's album not have any.
I don't agree.
He
with
wasn't thinking about it. He wasn't even.
I think it was a little. I think
him
it
and
was a hit
Beyonce
on
on a
Kanye.
whole nother kind of trajectory.
No, but I think Jay-Z did that because Kanye produced Nas's last album.
Yeah, he did.
So, and I think that Jay-Z did that because him and Kanye are beefing.
They're not really beefing no more. I mean,
They are beefing.
No, they're not.
It's a kind of a low beef. It's a low undercurrent beef.
No, actually, they have talked it out.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't think Jay-Z was being that petty. I think him and Beyonce on a different trajectory, so I don't think it matters. They were just doing what they're doing because they on their tour. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, on the new album,
and killing. Why would you kill Nas? Like Nas just trying to put a record.
Well, that's
out.
what I said. I don't think it had nothing to do with Nas. I think it was a hit on Kanye. Because Nas, Jay-Z's new album and Be Out they have a diss album.
Here's the other
to
thing
Kanye.
too.
They do
Here's the other thing. Nas
diss rap to Kanye.
Nas don't need to be trying to be like Jay-Z and them and just drop a record unknowingly. Like I ain't hear no promotions about it.
Yeah.
Like promote the record.
One person can do that is Beyonce because she has worshipers.
Yeah, like, exactly.
I'm gonna tell you. So Kanye has 2 albums out right now. Well, 3 really, because he has
And they actually
his
doing
own
better than we
personal
thought.
album.
Right.
He has an album out with Kid Cudi, and he's produced whole Nas album.
Oh, he got 4. He got Pusha T's too.
Yeah, and Pusha T's. So he's doing a whole lot of work.
Put a lot of music
but I like Nas album. I'm not really a big Nas fan.
You're not? I'm
Me
shocked.
neither.
You used to play it to death when you we
I never really
roommates.
played Nas like that. But I do like Nas album.
Really?
And I think is.
I've been getting into Kanye's record a little bit.
I
It's a
like
little bit
Kanye.
off.
You know what? People can talk that band was crazy, but this album was actually, to me, I think it's one of his best.
I don't know.
I
I
think
can't
so.
get
It's
I can't get
amazing.
past 808s and Heartbreaks and cause some of those albums, the early albums, were just too vicious, man. Like, and some of his features that he's done, man, he just snapped. But this record is okay. This is better than his last one.
I like this. I like both of them. I like
The last one he did when he had Kim Kardashian on the bike on the video, it was like that was
was
kind of
nowhere
weird.
near the last one. That was probably like 4 albums.
No.
ago. Yes, it was.
No, the last album.
No, that was the one where he
before
was
this
singing.
record-
He was doing more
the
singing.
one before this was The Life of Pablo. He had it before that. He
Right,
had,
Life of Pablo. That's the one
No, Kim Kardashian is not on there.
when he had in the video.
No, I think that was on Yeezus.
Yes, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the one.
Life
that
of Pablo
should-
came out after that. Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 albums ago.
Shout out to Wanda Joyner. She said, "Gross, Dave." I guess that's when you belch. But anyway, just putting it out there. But anyway, what are you saying about Kanye?
No, we were talking about his album, Yeezus.
Oh,
Yeah. So I mean, but this album is good. It's okay. It's better than Yeezus. Yeezus was really like
The Life of Pablo was good. He had some good songs. Ye is definitely good. I like it. I like the joint. What is it with Kid Cudi? It's called Kids See Ghost. It's good. I like that one as well.
I'm gonna get Nas's album tonight.
Nas album is definitely
Nas album
is
is
it-
amazing. I only heard 2 songs, and they both were really good to me.
I like Nas album, and I think I probably will bump that more than the Jay-Z and Beyonce album.
Hell no.
I haven't heard of Jay-Z and Beyonce album. Like I said,
I like it, but I think she cuts entirely too much in this.
Yeah, I'm a
songs.
little embarrassed to see her and some of the stuff that she do. Like even in the promotion pictures has been to me a bit much. And everybody know I'm a huge Beyonce.
yo, they were
fan.
giving Jay-Z the business for those pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They were saying he looked like a
he look like straight.
say like an out of shape dyke. I was like, dang, man. Social media, man, they don't have no mercy.
The picture when they were in the bed and they were naked,
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like
he looked
Beyonce
pregnant.
next to
like
it.
what? How did she? I was like, come on, Jay-Z. I don't know.
He's trying to
Anyway.
wear his hair in the little knotty curls, man. His African thing. I mean,
Well, I do have tickets to the show. They'll be here at the National Stadium.
And that was one of the
Is it
reasons why.
Nashville?
I'm
RFK.
sorry, FedEx Field.
RFK.
No, it's gonna be at
Field.
FedEx
Oh,
Field.
FedEx Field. You know,
It'll be at FedEx Field, and I did get my tickets. I'm in a good seat, so I have a good.
How much were the tickets?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say, but put
How
this-
much hoeing did you have to do? Put it that way.
I mean, I'm a little tired. But my sponsors are really happy, and so. But I did get my tickets. I got my
That was
tickets.
most important, right? You
That's
got
most
your ticket.
important. So I did what I had to do to get my tickets. Shoes, people paid their income tax check. I ain't had to go to mine. I just had to make a call, and I had to be nice, go on a few dates, and I got my tickets. Front
Hey.
row.
I'm trying to say.
I'm just kidding. I'm not front row, but I got good seats. But and my tickets weren't that expensive. They was like, I would tell you, it's like $175. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's like four of us
Shit.
going.
For a concert? Hell yeah.
There's
that's
four of
bad.
us going. I don't think it's that bad because it's Jay-Z and Beyonce. It might be their last concert.
For how much?
I don't
But
care
I
if
think
it's
they
they
get divorced.
first.
How much were they?
$175 each or something
A
like
piece,
that. Not
yeah.
bad. You can see it not that bad. But I'm looking forward to the show.
But see, that's the thing at this show. The only good part about the show is you are going to get you're going to like 3 concerts.
Right.
You get a Beyonce show, you get a Jay-Z show, and then you
And
get a
then
joint
them
show.
together.
So
And
you-
then
they
also
got us
open up.
and
And
some
also,
open up.
those 2 little girls with the dreadlocks, they are amazing.
Oh yeah,
They actually performed on the MTV Movie Awards, and
Okay.
they are mini Beyonces.
Right.
I mean, they grown into some cute little
She
girls. They
took them
on the
up under their
show.
wings.
What's the show on Netflix about something about white people or something? Hey, white people.
Dear white people.
Dear white people. Yeah,
Hey, white people.
dear white people.
Hey,
but-
fuck you, white people.
Right. They're
See-
they're pretty embarrassed on that.
See, Pastor, right there, they could have been part of the Tulsa Fund if they didn't go to that Jay-Z and Beyonce concert that ain't gonna pay them nothing
175,
back.
nothing back, Joe.
This show's gonna pay me memories
That's
because
what I'm-
everybody
that's
knows.
what I'm saying.
Because you know, I go to the Beyonce church.
we afford the things
if
that
you
we-
can find
that
if you,
we
if you
put
can
our
find
minds
the video of the Beyonce church.
That's why there's no
they
excuse
have
for
it,
me
and
not
then
to
we
have
can
done
play
it.
right there because they don't believe. Did you know Beyonce? They actually have a church service on Wednesday nights at this church. It's called Beyonce Worship.
I heard about that in California, right?
It's in California, and I was trying to get him. If we can find it, we'll show it. But
As not a
they-
fanboy of either, I feel like I understand trying to pay that much money for a concert because it's not even about necessarily enjoying it. It's like history at this point.
Exactly.
Like musical history. These people are legends.
They're legends. It's like when people back in the day, everybody wanted to go see Tina Turner and Ike. They ain't know that was gonna be the last show. He gonna beat her in her head. You know what I'm saying? That was a great show. Everybody went. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to move on to the next segment unless you find that video before I move on to the next topic. It's not coming up. Beyonce worship service. See it? Oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. So I know y'all haven't been watching this stuff, but I always tell y'all, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Jada Pinkett has a show called Red. You saw it?
Red Tippin, I didn't see it. No.
The
I
last
have not
episode-
seen it, but I know what you're gonna talk about.
It was
Go ahead.
hilarious. It wasn't hilarious. I'm not gonna say that. But on this week episode, she had, and I thought they had some great topics. They really spoke on just loving yourself. But anyway, the guest on the show was Magic Johnson's wife and his son EJ.
Cookie Johnson and EJ. Okay.
EJ, and it talked about how just loving yourself, being comfortable in who you are, and then how his father accepted him, and
That's good.
I thought it was a good. They had good
That boy.
conversation, and Jada talked about how
That boy. Woo.
we're not gonna say anything bad because
Why-
he's being happy. He's happy. He's comfortable. in
I
himself.
mean, he's dripping
He dressed
happy.
better than his mama.
I'm trying to tell you. He
But he talked about how she talked about Cookie talked about how she caught him wearing her shoes when he was 9 and she's the funny thing was they talked about how when Magic Johnson first found out that he was gay and Michael Jackson I could call him Michael, but Magic Johnson got upset, but he cried and then they got over it. It was a happy moment, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Magic, cool. Right. He good peoples.
He played that OJ song, We Cried Together.
Hey, listen.
And Cookie still looks good. Cookies looks amazing.
Is that a punishment to Magic Johnson after having 1,000 women? Yeah, 1,000 women. He's like
thousands.
Yeah, so the God say, okay.
Well,
yeah.
I'm just joking. That's not actually a bad joke, a horrible joke.
That was a horrible joke. You'll get us kicked off there.
It's a horrible joke, yeah.
But anyway,
I don't know about that.
I thought the show was pretty good. And then Willow talked about how people worried about her when she cut her hair short, and everybody thought she was a lesbian, but she was just owning her skin. I think this show really should be on like mainstream TV. It shouldn't just be on Facebook because it's really helping. It's helping people's lives. Y'all need to watch the Red Table. Jada Pinkett Red Table.
I've never.
You seem to be getting so much enrichment from it.
I do.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Well, you gotta watch all 4 episodes, so you missed a lot. Anyway, of course we didn't find the Beyonce worship service, but it's all good.
Did you didn't talk about the other story that they did on?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Actually, it's kind of
about actually how Will went on a vacation with his ex-wife without Jada.
I saw something about that.
I missed that one. You saw that episode?
But
I didn't.
I don't
see
think it was
I'm
quite
talking
that.
about it.
Just a vacation with her.
It wasn't just with the child
With the
too,
kids.
but the child is an adult child.
When you're rich, it looks like to us
Yeah,
it's
like
just on
bad.
vacation, but to them it's like a walk.
I mean, they said it was a vacation,
But Will,
I mean,
It's like
but-
because they're hanging out in Bermuda, and
but
really
Jada
that's
did
just
not
like
go.
Also their
But
house.
Jada
but
did not go.
Jada and her.
What he's saying is like it's like them getting together and taking them out for signing out for dinner for his birthday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Going to another city or country is like
Nothing
that's like
to
us
them.
going
Yeah.
out to Baltimore.
Right.
I me personally, I don't
Getting
have
lunch.
a problem with it, but
But I know what you're talking about. But that same episode is when she actually sat down with Jada and they talked about how they get along now. And the funny thing is, like I was talking about Father's Day at my Father's Day event this weekend. I have my stepdad and my mom. Then I have my father and his wife, and they all just get along really well.
They Gucci, huh?
Am I lying? Like any event I have, all 4 of them are there.
yeah, they are there.
They dance together.
Yeah.
Everything is like they just all cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying that,
Well, you know
but I'm saying that's like you think that your father and mother would go on a vacation without their significant others.
I think that if my father and my mother were filthy rich and it was for me, I think my father and my mother would take me out. They would take me somewhere and it'd be just us. Now I have been places. I have been places where just been my father and my mother and me and my brother. I have done that. I mean, it wasn't a vacation, but
that's what I'm saying.
We've been out to eat or
Which
like
is
my
what
dad
was what we were
and
saying.
our step parents worked there.
Yeah, I don't think you go. I think that Jacob hit the nail on the head, and that is, money is the neutralizer, and it changes everything. All the dynamics and rules are shifted
That's true.
when you get that kind of money. This period, because guess what? Even though he's not married to his first son's mother, she's a million.
His ex-wife.
she's
That's
well.
his
Because
ex-wife.
she took a
Oh,
great
she was
step.
married. Okay,
Yeah, they were married.
Because she's on that show with your girl Nicole Murphy.
Oh, really?
They were on the show Hollywood. What's it called? Hollywood Wives, something like that.
Exes, Hollywood.
Hollywood Exes. So
Oh,
she was on the
okay.
show with her. She's actually really pretty. She's married to a minister.
That's
She's
what I
like a
thought. She
first
was
lady of a
married.
church.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that Red Table show is amazing. If y'all haven't watched it,
Haven't
I
watched
think-
it.
y'all should watch
I'm
it.
sure they appreciate all the free publicity and pumping you've given them for the last 10
Because
minutes.
it's a good show. I do post it on my Facebook. I'm gonna start forwarding it on. I'm gonna post it on the Open Bar Facebook as well. But it's a good show. It's definitely she should
People
go
don't look out for it in
They
open bar
find out that
because he's
Ron
not
wants to
gonna
join Jada Pinkett's church.
Nah, I wouldn't go there.
Make her your pastor.
I wouldn't go there.
No, but he will join Beyonce's church.
I would never do nothing like that. I don't play with God now. I don't play that now. I love B, but I ain't worship her. I mean, I would probably kiss her feet and wash her
But see,
feet.
people exactly. See, people worship these people, man, and it's like I feel
You
like
don't even know them.
I feel like it's 20 Beyoncés out here. I feel like it's 20 Jay-Z's out here, and you know what? Everybody can't do what LeBron James can do. So every now and then there's an outlier where somebody's actually. I think did we have a discussion talking about what's the definition of a genius? I think we did have that
Yeah, we
conversation,
did.
Oh
right?
yeah, we did.
Like that term should not be thrown around easy. You know what I'm saying? You just can't make everything genius. And that's why I just feel like, but I feel like what Beyonce does is not genius. Like a lot of girls can sing and rap and they just never heard of. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Dave. It's time to chug before we go to the next thing and come back. We'll
I
talk
don't
about
have
some
another
love
beer
section.
that's open.
Come on,
I'm
we
not
gonna
gonna
open
waste
one.
this
Come on,
beer.
man. You're gonna chug.
I'm not gonna
Come
waste
on.
the beer.
Dave scared. You
Hey,
say,
how
heck
about you?
no.
Come on, Jacob. Come up here and chug with us real quick. We're gonna chug.
I can't chug.
You can chug. Come on,
He
you
has
can do
to
it for the
bike
show.
home.
I'll chug the rest of this.
Okay, come up here and do it live on air.
Now this is the Golden Monkey.
Golden monkey. Oh,
I already did that one. I can't do that one
No,
again.
you didn't do Golden Monkey.
I didn't do the gold mogan.
I would recommend chugging one of these two.
Is this the one I got? Chug this.
Yeah, chug.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
Golden
chug this
Monkey. Why wouldn't you recommend chugging this?
Video, we can't get you to chug one.
Very high percentage.
I can't chug
And it's like
beers
more-
because then it would look wrong. The visual would just be look wrong.
No,
So-
it's come on, do it for the show.
This homegrown
People,
lager?
how much would you?
This one's good.
People, how much would you donate to the people of Puerto Rico if Pastor Chug the beer?
Yeah,
How much
exactly.
would you do if
Yeah,
we can get if we can get $100 donated tonight,
yes.
and we'll give you a T-shirt, 2 different colors, if you want to see Pastor chug a beer,
Exactly.
and he gonna do it live on air. He gonna do this. You ready? Y'all ready?
Y'all cheating. Y'all already started.
I only took a sip. I only took a sip. You ready?
All right, I'll do one of these with you.
You want
Half, at least half.
No, you gotta chug it. You gotta go.
I can't do that.
You
I
can
can't
do
open
it.
my throat like
You
that.
can do it. Oh,
Oh, he said he can
All right, here
open
we go,
his-
here we go.
Oh,
This is worse.
I can't do it. I'm
he
sorry.
just came for
I
y'all,
tried.
man. He came
When
for
he
y'all.
said the whole
so
throat thing. I can't do it.
shade with palm
I can't do it.
trees.
Anyway, we're going to a quick song. Pastor, what we gonna talk about when we come back?
Man, we're gonna talk about
I can't do it.
emotional health, man.
Emotional health.
Yeah,
When it comes to sex and love,
well, everything, just being emotionally strong.
being emotionally strong.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
if you listening, you want to know how to be. Oh God, that's catching. He gonna throw up. He's gonna hurl. We gotta go. We'll be right back.
Pussy wants a couple rest.
Roll up the next blunt.
Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Haters want me clapped, they chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Haters want me clapped, they chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Haters want me clapped, they chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Chrome, it ain't easy. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
I couldn't fit. Anyway, welcome to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
I forgot to crush this can.
Salute. So we're sitting here. This is Beer Tuesday tonight. I tried to finish this. I almost finished. I did pretty good. So, I can't do that one. I'm going back to this sour thing. Sour monkey. I'm used to that. I was able to chug that one. I'm feeling this beer. This is my third beer.
You know what? You can tell we're not as young as you.
We can't do it. But anyway,
no, we have no game faces.
I appreciate you guys trying. It's adorable.
Thank you. But before we forget, Dave was rocking our shirt. Dave, show the shirt. You order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com.
They are sexy.
To benefit the people of Puerto Rico. People!
Yeah.
Woo. Yo, that's why we're drinking beer for the people of Puerto Rico. So Pastor has said that he would chug a whole beer if somebody
And we had a
Donate
commitment.
$100. If you
get
call
two
in
shirts.
at 202-656-1BAR, you get 2 shirts and you get to see Pastor chug a whole beer. Pastor
whole
don't
one.
drink.
Exactly. A whole
He would
beer.
do it in the name of Jesus.
I would.
For the cause. $100. We need somebody to come in.
That's sanctified.
That's sanctified.
Yeah.
Call in and Pastor would chug a whole beer live on air for all his, what do you call those, the people in your church, your parishioners?
Parishioners, yeah.
Parishioners to see.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Not
amazing?
parishioners, but parishioners.
Parishioners.
You know what? I'm actually, this is just a fun fact.
You're a great person.
You
That
are.
2018, I'm getting ready to shift our church into actually, we're going to offer real wine at communion.
Yes, I'm there.
We're going to have grape juice. We're going to offer real wine, though, at the same
I'm
time.
there every Sunday.
So you can have your choice of either one.
First Sunday.
So all the kids, all the
Why
kids
didn't-
gonna be like,
They, not
I'm
the
taking
kids,
wine.
though. Not the kids, though.
So,
Not
but
the-
you're-
they will have,
Why
they will
didn't you
have to take.
grapes?
They will have to
Ma,
take.
it ain't nothing but grapes.
Why didn't you before?
Well, I would have before. It just traditionally, our churches just did not do it, and people were kind of against it. Like older churches did, but it just changed culturally. It shifted away from in the Baptist church. So I'm actually going to go back to that because and guess what? I actually attended a Catholic service. I was up at Georgetown University, and
They had real wine. And you got
they
jealous.
did, and I was like, why are we
This is
playing?
dope.
What's you know what I'm saying? Why are we doing it? Because this is the thing. Now all of the Christians drink though. They all drink. So it's like, why are we're acting like wine, a cup of wine is going to send somebody to?
Because on Sunday, God don't see. God see everything. But
you know what?
And the other 6 days of the week, He don't see
what,
nothing.
There's got to be a reason for these things, though.
Church is getting closer and closer to a smoking section now.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
like,
think
you
some
know,
of them
when-
probably
when-
do have a smoking section.
When people invent these religious mores, there has to be a real reason for them as well as a metaphorical reason, right? So if they're drinking wine, at least a sip of wine, maybe that helps you get into the zone of praying. It gets you closer to God.
Never
Same
thought
thing
about
with
it, right?
having the
No, I think
Shrooms?
weed does that.
what's true?
We
No.
get you
No,
religious.
the body of Christ, the
bread.
the bread. Yeah. Make sure you're not like starving the whole time. It's like these
Uh.
practical purposes as well as these metaphorical reasons.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I remember you couldn't eat in church or nothing, and
I ain't
only
never
time
said that.
you
You shouldn't be eating in the sanctuary anyway. Everybody know that.
see,
Come on now.
see,
but
Black.
some people do, you know.
You should
Of
be
course.
in the sanctuary.
And a lot of
Nowadays, people
do.
come to church with Starbucks cups. It's like,
I remember
It's
back in the
disrespectful.
day, women didn't.
Oh, I'm
go
getting
to
you hear me?
church
Just
with,
respectful.
with pants on.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's the holiness church. The holiness. My
No,
grandmother,
no,
my
that's-
grandmother
that was
never
a
wore
Baptist
pants.
church.
She never wore pants. She always wore a dress. In the wintertime, be like, "Ain't you cold, Grandma?" And she have on her leggings and her dress.
Right.
And she never wore pants. And
No.
she wear a little white
Yeah,
down
we-
her head.
Never
Ear-
anywhere.
Early on, we grew up like that too. Like women didn't wear pants and stuff like that. But
I
it
mean,
slowly
they
changed.
wore them, but they just didn't wear them to church.
Well, I
My grandma
mean,
didn't wear
yeah,
'em at
true.
all.
But sometimes some women didn't wear them at
My
all.
grandma didn't wear them at all.
Like, they
she
didn't
wore
have
leggings.
any own
under her-
pants, right?
She bought those leg warmers. she had a whole bunch of them.
And, you know, sometimes I think, you know, that's not knowing history. Sometimes I think we forget that it wasn't that long ago that women were not even able to vote in this country.
Yes.
Like we could never imagine that. But there was a time when
Was that like in the 1960s or before?
the women's voting rights came probably
20s.
in the 20s,
20s.
right?
Okay.
The 20s, right?
What happened in the 60s? Oh, Roe versus Wade. Anyway, moving on.
No, that was more like 70. 70.
Anyway, shout out to our women on
75.
Father's Day. The beer's kicking in.
Third
on me.
good
I'm
Marshall,
sorry.
right?
I'll forget.
Why are we shouting out women on Father's Day? That's why
Because I'm drinking the sour monkey and I
'cause
chugged it,
You
and I'm
wouldn't
like,
be a father without women, huh?
exactly.
No, but they have their own day. It happened a month ago.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
we shout men out on Mother's Day too.
they
We shout
real-
single
real
fathers out
territory
on
about
Mother's Day.
that.
I don't shout out
We shout out
single fathers
single
on
fathers
Mother's Day.
on Mother's Day.
I
or
don't
single
shout-
mothers on Father's Day.
And we shout single
Nah,
mothers on Father's Day.
Hell no, because they already had their day. There's no need for it.
You
You
Mother's
got
Day,
one
right.
day.
Yeah.
You don't get 2 days.
No,
you
Exactly.
get one
if
day.
you're the if you're
It's either
the
you're a
if you're
mother-
the mother and the father,
You ain't allowed to
get
be the mother
shout
and the
out.
father.
you can't be the mother and the father.
Sometimes you have to be. Some of these poor women from them fathers from the 70s, them fathers who left out and said they were going to get a pack of cigarettes, ain't come back.
that ain't got nothing to do with you being a mother and a father.
You took out the
'cause
trash and never came
Y'all
back.
trash never came back. You hear about that all the
got
time.
the when they got the bread,
Got the
had to go to
bread.
the store to get some
But-
bread.
and then next thing you hear, 20 years, I just couldn't do it. I was sorry. You know, I wanted better for my life. And y'all just-
But this is the thing I
I
would say
ain't
about
want to be
this.
with your trifling ass.
But this is what I would say. But no man has ever left a woman in a house in a hot meal. He's never left her without having another woman he's going to, right?
exactly.
Basically not.
You're right. The thought of that is that a guy is just like, oh, I'm out of here. I can't take this. My standards are high. And he just leaves, right? No, he has a plan. he's going to sunshine. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. now, vice versa. You think women when they leave, do they leave with a plan, or do you think they?
No, sometimes women lead to better themselves.
Yeah, if they've
They-
been really
Sometimes
torn down.
fuck that guy.
Huh?
Right. They just like, they fed up with you. They just want to be
But
on
if
their
he's
own.
doing everything right, he's financially
He's probably
stable.
not, though.
But that's not
doing
always
everything.
the case. Sometimes
Women
the
might throw a guy away because he just is not good to her.
Right.
But I'm saying I understand, abusive or some type of.
But I think guys, we are not. Y'all segue into my part. I don't think guys are really emotionally strong enough to just leave for standards. We'll leave for somebody else.
I think we can.
You think we can? I don't think guys. I don't think
You
guys
got-
are
you got
emotional.
2 halves over here talking about I'm on 3.
I smashed one.
You still on 1. But
I don't think guys are emotionally strong enough
Least used. All right.
You don't think guys are emotionally strong enough to leave a
to
rich
just
woman?
you're right, to just roll out for standards because they're like, I deserve better than this.
I think we can.
He finds another woman,
Dave,
and
I
then
know you're not
and she
talking.
becomes the strength for him to leave.
Dave, you
I don't agree with that.
You think a guy would leave and say would just leave?
no,
I'm just fed up.
No, Pass, you right. We leave, men leave because they found another woman.
We found something better, right?
They see that.
Oh, we got at least an option. We got
they
something.
They think that 20% is better than that 80%. That's when they leave.
Well, no,
Nah.
I think guys will leave just off the fact of even if they know it may not work, but they're not gonna just leave and like move out and just be solo. Just typically, we're not bred like that. I don't think, you know. And so,
That's because when we
where a woman, I think a woman will leave out and will go stay at her mother's house or go stay with her sister and really not be trying to see anybody for a season. Really trying to get herself
no,
together.
Oh, you
I
saying
mean-
men need sex that
no.
much?
First of all, you're right to an extent.
We're
because,
we're
see,
just wired differently.
I think as men, right, we got to at least have some new pussy waiting on us somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
You can't just go out and just say, even though I'm not happy with this pussy, I'm just not gonna have no
See,
pussy.
no,
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't necessarily
Exactly.
agree with that. I think a man.
That's true.
I think if a man has a vision and a woman is not supporting it, he'll leave. He'll be like, to get
But
But
he
he already got
still waits till he has a backup. He always has a plan in place.
Along with that vision came along some new pussy.
Exactly.
He know he got disposable to some exposed to some new pussy.
Yeah, yeah.
He may not had it yet, but he know he can get it now
Oh,
if
yeah.
he leave home.
Shout out to the movie Acrimony. Y'all still haven't seen that movie yet, have y'all?
No.
No.
Oh my God, you gotta see that movie.
Yeah, we may need to see that movie, but yeah, I think
Y'all are
emotion.
so misogynistic. and sad.
No, emotional strength is very important, but guys, we're not really wired like that. I think we just first of all, I think one part of it subconsciously is that we know that we don't have to be alone, and see, we don't need to be necessarily emotionally aligned to have a sexual relationship and to have fun.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we don't have a big list. There's not a list of needs we have. So it's very easy for us. So we don't have to be by ourselves. It's like I don't. A woman, she wants to, if she's going to give herself to a man, she wants to be aligned with him in a certain way. There needs to be a connection. She needs to feel it.
Right.
And so she'll go and stay at her mother's or her sister's and be like, I'm just getting myself together, right, and work on herself.
Oh, she'll come back for a dip.
But when she gets herself together, though, she's going to go back into the game.
no,
That's
but I'm
true.
saying, but while
No.
she's making up, women normally come back for a
But
second
also
dip.
because there's women are not also don't have the luxury of just moving from guy to guy
Because they get labeled different.
they get labeled different. They get treated.
Wow.
And well, I'm saying, traditionally, like a woman, she was going to get labeled, or she runs the risk of being treated a certain way because guys smell that. They smell that if you come too easy to me. Like a guy wants you to give the right amount of resistance. You can't just give yourself to him and open up that quickly. Then he sees it as desperation. He smells desperation on you. And once he does that, it's almost like you asked me to disrespect you, so I'm going to do it.
But the sad
So
thing is
it-
a double standard because a man, let's say
We can do that. Exactly.
No, a man can go to a woman's house and let's say that the first date, she try to give it to him. He'd be like, "Hold up, baby, you moving too fast." She's like, "Oh, that nigga gay." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no,
Something like
exactly.
that. So
So can I just bring up like a almost off topic but not quite example of like I was watching a documentary on this like a Papua New Guinea like tribe, like hunter gatherer society, right? And it's such a small society that monogamy is not really a thing. It's kind of like everybody has sex with everybody. But if you had sex with that woman during that pregnancy time, then you're kind of a father figure anyway. It's like the women, like the children aren't treated like it's one man's job to take care of it. If it's
Everybody is
yeah, it's like everybody's taking care of this kid, like literally taking that whole the village takes a village. If that kid's crying, it's not whoever's the father, like, oh, take this baby. It's whoever's closest.
Yeah, or whoever the birth mother is. Right?
Whoever, it's like
that sounds like elephants. So
No, I mean, that's,
yeah,
it's the truth. That's
yeah, that's kind of slick.
sure.
It's kind of slick.
I thought that was interesting. I figured I'd point that out.
No, absolutely. I mean, but so that's kind of my point about emotional strength. A lot of people, everybody likes to think of themselves as being strong, but most people never test themselves to see where they really are.
Wow.
So we talked about that earlier about vulnerabilities and not letting people fail, because failing builds strength. Resistance builds strength. So not saying yes right away. Telling your kids no sometimes. But sometimes we tell kids no too many times. I beg to differ with that. We should tell our kids yes a little bit more.
Go ahead.
Because they hear no. There's a report, they did a study. This kids, by the time they are like 9 or 10 years old, they hear no thousands more times than they hear yes. So their expectation, their inspiration about being hopeful about whether something is possible, it's hard because no is always on the horizon.
I usually when my kids ask me something, I'm like, I don't care. Like, just go ahead. I
Yeah,
I want them to go. I may not always agree with what they may go and do and things of that nature, but
But
go
you know,
ahead.
it's not going to be life ending. It's not going to be the end of the world. That's why I've learned to put lots of in that basket.
And I think
it's
that's
not the end of the world. So whatever happens, man, it's okay.
Yeah, the older I get, I see it's like certain things we just don't need to take as serious.
Absolutely.
You know, we just kind of need to let them go and let the chips fall where they may. But you know, let it happen. You know, you can't say, well, I didn't let you try something.
Okay, so what you're saying, though, let me twist that real quick back to the point, right? Just a little bit. But what you're saying about how we ought to be, like it's how we are and it's how we should be, right? Me and you talk a lot in those terms about how things should be, because we actually wish the world was more like it should be rather than the way that it is, right? But a lot of the reasons why people can't let go and let their children just be kids, just be a young man, make a mistake and live life, the reason why we can't is because we are not emotionally strong enough to do it.
Wow.
And we hide it. We call it taking care of them, protecting them. But what it really is you don't have the emotional strength for it. Like I counsel, people, all the time who are like, my daughter's saying at 12, she thinks she's gay. And they're like telling me how they're melting down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crushing them. And I'm like, why don't you just tell them, you know what, ask them why. Ask them, have they thought about this? Those are simple questions you can always say. Is why do you say this? Have you thought about X? And then if you don't know what else to say, all right, well, listen. Think that through a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I know where you said you are, and let's talk about it later. And then you can buy yourself 3 or 4 days to go and do some research and talk to somebody and get and calm down emotionally. But when you are emotionally weak, you overreact.
Right.
You bruise them. You overcompensate, and you might snap on them, and you lose them, and you push them further away from you.
So pretty much you need to think before you speak.
Well, yeah, but you can't think before you speak when you're emotionally weak. That's what I'm saying. Being emotionally weak is a very real thing, right?
Or when you're dramatic, like y'all
So
say,
think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. Most people like to think of themselves as strong, right?
Right.
But and we give ourselves passes all the time. So when was the last time you really challenged yourself? Like you challenged yourself? Because most times we give ourselves a pass, rather than saying, "No, let me see if you can do this." Like you ever been psychologically messed up? Like you on a road trip and you feel like you got to use the restroom. You're like, I know I just went to the bathroom like 20 minutes ago. I didn't really drink anything, but I feel like I got to go again, right? So you just go ahead and go. But how about you challenge yourself and say, man, I'm not going for 2 more hours, man. No matter what happens. But we don't
Pushing
challenge
your
ourselves. We treat ourselves the way we treat our kids. We pet ourselves. We give ourselves passes. We do everything for, to make it better in our favor. We never really say, no, let me see if you can do this.
Well, I had the scorpion on your show. I feel like that was the last time I did.
Yeah, you did kind of challenge yourself because you hadn't done that
Right.
before, right?
No, I hadn't eaten a scorpion before.
That was so disgusting.
Yeah, because he had Googled it. That was kind of fly, right? Exactly. I got that on tape, as a matter of fact.
Couldn't hurt me.
If you want that, right?
Yeah.
You were sick
I
the next
challenged
week.
myself this weekend.
Did you?
What'd
Yeah.
you do?
And
Do
I
share.
failed.
Do tell.
I failed. I had a goal that I was trying to meet, and I failed at it. But I mean,
But you challenged yourself to do it in the first place, right?
Oh, yeah.
But
What
you
was
failed
the
to go.
goal, if you don't mind us asking.
it was a little bit more personal, but
Cool.
you know,
Right,
it
but
is.
You ain't able to do it. Okay, so it's like if you piss on yourself, it's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you fail,
Oh no.
But
I understand. I
but at
can't
least
sit
you-
up there than tell somebody, "Oh, it's okay to fail," and I'm not willing to fail myself.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that takes emotional strength. You know what I'm saying, to do that. Like, here's something I learned that was very interesting to me, and I'm actually going to study it more, right? But I'm going to reveal it today. I wanted to study it more, but there's actually a science to taking cold showers.
Whoa.
See, I
Deep
now
breathing, too.
that is
Yeah.
hard. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. That is hard,
That's
right?
hard, right?
But when you're put in the position, and 9 times out of 10, when you're out of this country, you may have
have a
to
cold
take a cold shower or two.
But I'm like, if you can you do it for 30 days? Challenge yourself.
I mean,
like,
I guess
get up
if
and
you have-
walk past the hot water and turn on the cold water and get in.
Hella. If no
Every morning.
First of all, if I have perfectly running good hot running water,
hot
I'm
water.
probably not gonna do it.
You know why? Because you're emotionally weak.
No. But if I'm forced to be in another country for 30 days and have to take a
And
cold
you have to
shower,
do it, you would do it.
I would do
Well,
it.
well, no, but this is the thing, though. Here's what I'm
Costa
saying.
Rica only had cold water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most
right.
and you know what? A lot
Small
of countries,
Yeah.
a lot of countries, they don't use face cloths.
I get it.
Wait,
You
we
know?
use face cloths in this country?
For what?
Face cloths for what?
To wash your face.
Damn.
I don't need a face cloth. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I think that that's a great exercise because there's a lot of benefits. First of all, you know how the basketball players actually after the games they get into ice tubs.
Yeah, ice tubs. Yeah.
There's a I can't think of the word inside your body, your symmetry, your center, your balance, your inner balance that is almost refreshed or reset.
Yeah, because you have to shock yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I challenged myself recently by doing yoga every single morning.
Have you?
I'm still doing yoga every morning. I've been doing it since about February.
So you know how to
Okay.
do the crab position and all that?
I don't do like a lot of. I mean, I've
Extensive?
gone to
What's
classes.
your favorite position? Downward dog.
Yeah,
That's very
literally though.
relaxing.
I mean, so like I don't make it a whole thing. I don't go into like the religion of it or anything. I
You
do
push yourself
I do
to-
one pose 5 times, like the cycle of that pose 5 times, and then I just breathe, and
Right.
it takes less than a minute every morning. But I've been doing that for the
But
past
you've been doing it.
like 5 months or so.
That's what's up, man. Exactly. So I'm just saying it's important to challenge yourself in different ways to build your own emotional integrity, the strength that you have. You know what I'm saying?
Like my bike was broken, and I was like, I need some kind of exercise, and it started as exercise. Like I need to be active, moving somehow, but it like turned into like I'm centering myself by the beginning of the day.
Now, being that you do bike to and from here just about
Yeah.
every day, right? Mm-hmm. Now, do you push yourself to go a further distance than you do sometimes?
No, I'm not like a cyclist.
I'm just
like,
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Because,
no, I get it. I
you
just
know,
I don't really care about the biking. It's kind of just like an excuse to get some exercise. Like some people go to spin classes and pay for that shit and stay in one place.
Hell yeah.
And
And
I
like
just-
$50 a class.
I just went to one last Thursday and it was the worst ever.
Yeah,
My body
that sounds
was
like it sucks.
painful.
Was it the class
I
worse or
get
you did the
aerobic
worst?
And anaerobic.
I just couldn't keep the rhythm. It was crazy.
Yeah, now that kind of makes sense.
It's the tits.
It makes sense.
The tip.
It makes sense to actually just ride a real bike rather than going to
Literally,
a
you're
sprint class.
saving money.
Me personally,
like-
I would rather ride a real bike and going.
Like go to a park or something.
But
I
I,
bike-
don't know.
I
a
ride my
spin
bike
class
today.
may be motivational. You know.
He said just to
It's
look,
fun.
to
They
look-
play
look
music.
at the women.
You stay to the beat. The women
I
are
mean,
dancing.
I
there's
rode
a
my
lot
bike
of
today.
women
It's
there.
like 90 degrees out today. It sucked. But I'm gonna ride my bike back too.
Yeah, and see, I think, but that's very challenging because see, now being that you have to come uphill, right, every day,
Georgia Avenue is a bitch.
all right. So coming up Georgia Avenue.
Yeah.
Now, does it feel the same every day, or does it?
Do you
or
Definitely
gotten
not.
used
Do you
to it?
shift the
Definitely
gears?
not today. Yeah, I shift gears. I have 20.
24?
Four?
When you're going uphill, right? So you put
Yeah.
on
What's
real-
7 times 3?
21.
21.
21. Yeah, 21 gears. Yeah, no, it sucked today. It really did. And then like on colder days, it sucks. And on like Mondays, it sucks.
Because you haven't done it for the two
Yeah,
past 2 days.
exactly. But on like
you-
Wednesdays when it's like 67
It's all downhill
degrees,
from there. Hump day.
it's beautiful. And going back home is much better because I like
You
go
You can
down
coast
Georgia.
pretty much back home.
Yeah,
Right?
I
You're going-
go
'cause you're
no
going
hands the whole
downhill.
time.
It's going downhill,
Yeah.
and
So
it's all the way downhill back to Trinidad.
You gotta ride
Essentially.
back with these beers all up in you too. That's gonna be
I'm used to that.
Pastor. We got a
Every
we got
night.
a-
Every
we got
night.
a donation for $100 coming in. They sending their credit card.
Lies.
You gotta chug your beer. Come on. You
Lies.
gotta, we do. We got 4 people for $25 each. And they
They're
came
coming
together.
from you, right?
No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. Anyway, go on, Pastor. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I think there's something to being emotionally strong, which speaks to once you become emotionally strong. Here's the thing: you begin to learn the difference between your reaction and your response, right? Because your reaction is how something makes you feel. Your response is what you actually do about it, or how you actually outwardly, act towards it. So
That's like taking these beers tonight.
Right.
well, absolutely.
Chug.
So it's like people all the time, are not great in certain business. Certain occupations are not good for certain people because they're not emotionally strong, right? There's some people who can't hide their feelings at all. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? When they're upset, everybody
it all over
knows
their
they're
face,
upset. It's
yeah.
just in them. It's in their eyes. It's in their skin.
Yeah,
It's
I got a
just-
great poker face. Like people who they think I'm their best friend, I cannot stand them.
Exactly.
You don't have no good poker face.
I have a great poker face. I can't hold my laugh in. That's a problem. Like if somebody fall, I'm out. Oh, you gotta take me home with a stretcher.
So yeah,
sorry.
poker face is not that good. No, cause see, like
No, but
if you
it-
don't
but
like
it-
something about it, you say, "Oh, okay," and then you like keep it moving. But
Yeah,
you don't
that-
do
I
that
mean,
otherwise.
That's
So-
a poker face. Like I'll
Nah.
be like, oh, all right. Like people thinking they trying to diss me, and they be like, yo, they be like, I be like, oh, okay, no problem, and I keep moving, and people be like, stuff just don't get to me. So
Yeah,
that's
no
my poker
doubt.
face.
I think what I'm saying again. When things happen in life, it's important, like for your family. If you're like the man of the house or the man, you're in your relationship. If you're leading in any capacity, it's important for you. You're gonna be human. You're gonna feel depressed.
Right.
You're gonna feel angry. You're gonna be pissed sometimes, and sometimes you're gonna be confused. Sometimes you're not gonna know what to do yourself. But those are your reactions. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening to you, right? You feel it. You feel these ways. But how you respond is what makes you the so-called good leader, or makes you the alpha, or makes you the champion. In a
So
sense.
being
So you trying to say all them men in the '60s who left their families?
that was the 70s.
That was in the '60s.
So
they
being
left.
emotionally strong means that it's be able to accept your feelings and show them without being embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. Being exactly. I think that it's important for now. This is where we gotta get Dave to. Dave is gonna get this lesson.
Exactly.
Give him homework. I think it's important for every man to have opportunities to cry.
Yeah, Dave.
I don't think it's
never
good for us
cry.
to go years and don't cry for years.
I've never seen Dave cry.
Yeah, for years. We go years and don't cry. You gotta have something to listen. Even if you're by yourself watching a certain movie, whatever you gotta do, let it out once or twice a year.
First of all, I don't even watch movies. One.
So there was never a
What movie
that
makes
made
you cry?
Huh?
What
No.
movie makes you cry?
No, I don't watch movies.
Look, watch a documentary
Anything?
on
Nothing never
child
made you cry.
kidnapping in another country.
What movie, what movie made
Nah.
you cry, PDO?
A movie that made me cry, man. Something recently I watched it was welling up. I was like, "What's going on, man?"
What a
Like,
bitch.
I can't think of what it was, man.
I
For
think that's
me-
kind of hard for me.
Titanic gets me every time. I'm gonna be honest.
What
Yeah.
a bitch.
I'm gonna be honest. Hey, fuck you, man. Titanic is sad.
Titanic.
No, when those guys are playing on the deck
Yo.
and the ship is going
That
down,
shit is sad.
and they like keep playing.
No, but
trying
you
to-
know
Look
no.
who's talking though. This dude watches Love and Hip Hop and gets sad.
and gets emotional. Right?
No, there were a couple movies that made me sad. Like I'll name them. Color Purple. When the father, when she said "Daddy," when she went up to him and she hugged her, when she was saying, "See, sinners have soul too," or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That made me cry. That was a sad movie. And when her father finally loved her, and when the sister came back, all that good stuff, or when he was kicking the sister, they cried. And then I would never watch this movie ever again in life. Precious.
That made you cry.
That movie made me cry. It made me laugh.
That's good. Ron, that's good, man. Listen,
And then
That means you need to go watch it this weekend.
yeah.
I would never watch it again in
I
life.
think-
And then for Color Girls, that movie for Color Girls.
Okay.
That movie. But for Precious, why in the hell would Tyler Perry make this one woman, or not Tyler Perry, whoever guy,
Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels. Why would one person go through so much? Not only was she fat and ugly, and then
She get raped.
got raped by her daddy, and then ended up with AIDS. I mean, that was just so much for
Yeah,
one person.
I think even the Green Mile with the guy who died,
Oh,
Michael
yeah,
Clark
that was
Duncan.
sad.
Michael Clark Duncan.
I may have welled up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. I don't know if I really cried. But
Did
I've
you
been-
cry? Did you cry when he grabbed his balls and
Yeah, yeah. How about that?
and he healed them?
But I do you ever look at movies and have happy cries? Like wow, that was amazing.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I do that.
Like what's that movie about the young boy who was a genius? He heard music really good. He's a little white boy. He was like kind of orphaned. His parents were kind of like in
August Rush.
August Rush.
I've never actually seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, August Rush, man, and it's certainly one of them happy. It's kind of like the way they're making this boy seem like a little, genius. He can hear music. He does these composing, all this great music and stuff like that. And of course, it's a false love story. His mother and father find the music is drawing his real parents together.
But
And it's kind of like
I mean, but to be honest, even that moment with Chadwick when he gave that man that award, it kind
That
of
was
made
gut
me.
Real life
wrenching to
moment,
you?
though. That's
It
nice.
made me kind of emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow, that was so.
I
cool
told
that
you,
he
I
did
knew it was
that.
something this bitch
I didn't
ass-
cry. I did not cry, but I was like, wow.
I'm
I
gonna
was really
support you,
touched.
Ron, because I
I
feel
was
like
really touched.
I feel like every man, and no one taught me this, but I feel like every man needs once or twice a year. You need to have a good watershed, man. I don't care.
I feel that.
Do,
That's
do
great.
you need
Huh?
to
You
have
don't
a,
feel
Good thing. That's great.
Do you cry? You cry? You haven't told.
I
you
try to
said stop
cry.
saying
It's
it.
hard for me to cry. Like
Yeah.
I would like to cry more often, honestly.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while, I just put on Schindler's List.
Listen.
Like that's such a toxic mindset. I know it's hilarious
What
right
a
now,
bitch.
but it's like so terrible to think that.
I
like,
mean,
because
you're
crying.
right. It's just like
No.
It's hilarious. I know, but
But see, they're making
we just show.
the whole point. The whole point of what I'm saying is that people say, "What a bitch," right? They say about men crying, but that's the problem.
It's such
that's
a
why,
release,
That's why
man.
we're emotional weak, because I'm saying crying is not making you weak. That actually makes you
Said the
stronger.
bitch.
Totally.
I feel it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
But the thing about this,
Said
I gotta
the
find
bitch.
something to cry about.
Huh?
I gotta find something to cry about.
True, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta wait for something to move you. Like whatever it is. It could be a scene in a movie. If the movie is really convincing you and you believing it and you're following it, you might feel like it could be a happy cry. It could be a sad cry. Either way.
honestly, I gotta say, like the other night, I was actually having a late night actual deep talk with my girlfriend, and we were talking about how I actually experience emotions more strongly through art. Like if I look at a painting, if I watch a movie, if I listen to music, right, I'll cry or I'll laugh or I'll feel these emotions really intensely, and she will feel them just normally. Like, oh shit, my boss is unhappy with me, I'm gonna cry.
Exactly.
I don't feel that kind of shit.
No,
But
right.
then I
through art,
maybe
right.
this is really Jewish, but I'll watch Schindler's List, and at the end of that movie, I'll just fucking break down.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
like,
No. Exactly.
So we're gonna go into a quick song. We'll come right back with some more love and relationships, talking about why we cry. No,
Emotional strength.
emotional strength. Give us a call.
Yeah, we're trying to get strong in here.
656-1-BAR.
I had no choice to get up and go get it, but I heard that you had an option. I told
Yeah. 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 Blue jeans, Air Ones, and a white tee. 06 hanging out the window like E. High feet on one, off about a white B. My tree, smoking Agent Orange High C. Back when me and Marty was recording at my mom's. Most of y'all were chasing around props. I was in the lab, only helping at my job. Never would be based around mops, now I'm home. Yeah, she know, love me cause my ego. Girls in the drugs, always follow us where we go. Hey, where the they at? Shouts out to JN. Looking for the party girls, let me know where they at. Skinny rich girls, always asking where they at. Throw a house party like cool, where you stay at? Turn upside down, let her twerk on the wall. Took her to the bathroom and did work in the stall. From the BART train to a tour bus, to the same game except I'm pulling more sluts, more butts, more bucks, never giving more fucks. But in my way, I'm never taking shortcuts. Raised in a town like fool, who put you up on, huh? E40 Mac Dre's who I grew up on. I've been selling game, got you if you need to keep up on. You can check my resume, see every beat I do up on. Smoking on grapes, rolling up swishers, no tapes. Back to the ghost clothes drapes, I'm a boss tycoon. Girls in the crowd all swoon. Super high, I'm off to the moon. And I finish with your girl, then I take her to my room. She wants me to stay, okay, that means doom. Boom. And it's to be expected, knew this would happen as soon as she texted.
Fuck Broward County Sheriff's Office, man. Anyways, moving on. I just had to make that, you know, on the record.
At this time, state your full name.
I don't want to. Y'all know my full name. Fuck you. You know that. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know that. Well, I'ma say fuck you. What's that? A charge? Fuck you. You gotta. Fuck you, that's my occupation.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah.
Before we left, we were talking about emotional strength, right?
Yeah.
Being emotional strong. So we're going to see how emotional we can be and chug these beers. I hate the way these taste. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a beer drinker.
That's funny, man.
But,
hey, but on real talk though, I mean, there's something refreshing and resetting about a cold shower, and it will build strength. It's something about crying. It's something about challenging yourself on a regular basis, like
shower.
Like if you have to actually have to walk somewhere where you could actually, you know how you can walk sometimes, or you can just jump on like the little trolley or bus or something like that, you know. Maybe you challenge yourself to go ahead and walk the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Like push yourself. We just don't challenge ourselves enough. And I think when life comes around and we get hit with something in life, we don't have the ability to push through tough, tight spaces in life because we never challenge ourselves.
I agree with that.
You know,
I think we have to exercise and challenge ourselves like every so often. It kind of builds us, builds character. It makes us grow as well.
And you said character and growth, which is great because people got to understand it's not always about being physically strong. Mentally strong. Like I think about LeBron James, like how mentally strong he has to be to absorb all the criticism and people talking about you, your family, and just the pressure, and still perform at the highest level. It's like that takes a lot of mental, oomph to be able to do that, right?
I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing at LeBron James. I'm just thinking about you saying about LeBron James and his mental strength. But you gotta imagine Michael Jordan with his mental strength. He's a billionaire, and they still showing the crying Jordan face on every day. He's
got the real mental strength. No shit.
That's a good meme.
Hey, it is, man. It's a perfect meme, right? It's perfect,
great.
man. He said,
because he got
He
the
should
crying
copyright. He
Jordan
should have
face.
patented it or something, man.
Put a little Nike symbol on it. He's good.
Yeah, he should make money off of it, man. But this is the thing, though, man. Like, but your mental strength. This is why I keep on reiterating about the cold shower. Why I want to try it, right, for 30. It's summertime. I might try to do it in July.
Definitely
Just
do that.
if I'm taking a shower, I'm taking a
31
cold
days in
shower.
July.
31 days.
I had a buddy who did that, but he only did a cold shower for the last 30 seconds of his shower. So he would do like a normal hot shower, warm shower for like.
Yeah,
most
see,
of
no,
the-
but here's my thing. Think about where you have to be mentally. Like you said,
Yeah.
if you got hot water to get into a cold shower, wash up, dry off, and every day punish yourself like that again. It's gonna make you something different. If you can do that,
I think you probably gotta.
if you can do that,
I think you probably gotta weigh yourself into it. So instead of a hot shower, take a warm shower, then
You
a
saying,
slightly
like,
cold
wean
shower.
yourself into it?
Yeah, yes.
So there's this.
So you're not just shocking yourself.
Like Norwegian or something
Listen.
guru guy who does this specifically, like bathes himself in like, baths of ice and shit.
yeah.
He has this breathing technique that he basically goes, and he breathes out, or he breathes in more air than he breathes out. So he's trying to accumulate as
Stretching
much
his
air
lungs?
as possible, and he gets all
In
of
his
his
lungs?
energy into him.
What-
And once you do that, then it makes your mind into like a meditative
I'm
state.
I'm telling you, like how you get reset. This is why ball players get into the ice cold baths. Why do they dip in these bathtubs and stay in for like 5 minutes? Because it resets your body physically. It resets the muscles and
So we
everything.
all
It's
should take cold showers.
huh?
Y'all should take cold showers.
I think you should
I think
challenge yourself.
I think I could probably
like,
take a cold shower quicker than I can take a cold bath.
You gotta take it after sex.
absolutely. No.
Time and place for everything.
Look, I think you should look. Why don't we do this? Y'all want to do it together on like? No,
Absolutely
hold on.
not.
Pause.
Pause that.
We're not going to all do anything together. But what I'm saying that maybe
A challenge
like
together.
July we do 3 days.
For cold showers only.
3 days a
Country,
week.
and we challenge anybody else to go with it. For 3 days.
No,
in
3 days a
row.
week.
I'll just skip
That's
those
12
3
days.
Listen, why don't we just do
That's
3
12
days
days out of the
first? 3 days first. Just 3 days in
I
a row.
ain't saying lie to you. My electric been off. I mean, my gas been off. So I've took cold showers. I took my cold shower for about a good week before, so I can do it easily.
You can do 3 days.
What's easier, taking 3 cold showers or not showering for 3 days?
Oh, I have to shower. I can't do sweat.
Especially in the summertime in 90 degrees.
These balls get bad.
Yeah.
You can take a bird bath.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can take a bird bath? Or you saying not cleaning at all?
I'm not taking a shower. I mean,
At all,
bird
no
bath
shower.
is still like lukewarm. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
if it
know.
wasn't summertime, I could get away with a day.
Yeah,
like
a
take a
day.
Good take a good shower, get fresh. A day, and you don't do anything exhausting. But if you got a day, you just willy nilly and everything, man, your feet gonna sweat, everything.
You gotta do something.
The second day,
No,
it's gonna be rough.
I just can't do the whole sweat thing. So yeah, I'd rather take a cold shower. I would because my skin break out.
bitch.
What a
I feel like growing up in like the country most of the time, like we went I went hiking and shit for like a week on end,
And you didn't take a shower.
I didn't take the shower
You know,
that whole
you
week.
really making the myth of white people really true.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
No, exactly. No.
That's fucking white folk.
That's true, and I think that's the circumstance is different because like if you're outside, right. It's not the odor is not as prevalent. Like if you go into a business environment after for 3 days,
that's different.
yeah. Because I mean, I've been next
Coming
to people.
in here, I have to shower all the time.
Exactly, right?
Or you smell like Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Actually, isn't the number of high people who come in here, they probably wouldn't give a shit.
Nah, they be high.
This is true.
They wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
a lot-
most of them smell really.
A lot of them seem like they don't take showers.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, I come here, I'll be like, woo, that's not weed.
Skunky, but not weed.
Yeah, but we should do things to build our strength. So I think challenging ourselves is very, very important.
What's the next thing that you would like to challenge yourself with?
Myself personally, I like to do the cold showers because not only is it going to be a mental strength builder, I want to see how it actually resets my body. Like, will 3 days of that, you know what I'm saying, just shocking myself like that will actually reset my body. But challenge myself with, I'm doing it right now. My biggest challenge is my eating, making sure I'm not
What are you
eating.
trying to eat?
I'm trying not to eat bread, pastas,
Beer.
and things like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And sweets. yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a sentence.
See, it's the bug thing. It's killing us. Yo, we had a great show, didn't we, guys?
No, we're not done because we
You can
didn't.
go
We
to
didn't
the
go
top
over
of
your
the hour.
challenge.
If I'm sitting up here, you can.
Oh, we
start.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. You
I
scared.
mean,
What's
what
my
are you?
challenge?
What are you gonna challenge yourself on?
Like,
What's your
the rest
next
of these
challenge?
beers?
come
You
on,
got-
today or in
You got
general?
5
In
minutes
general.
to chug.
I'm going to try not to use my brakes because somebody posted a video of me driving, which I didn't appreciate that.
Ron, I
video.
can't believe you're such a Mitch when it comes to driving, man.
I hate driving with a passion. I'm not going to lie. I hate driving.
You're jumping the passenger seat with
If I-
anybody,
if-
right?
If I ever decide to stop to use the extra cash I have, I will hire a personal driver every day. That would.
Hey.
I
You
would
can
spoil
take an
myself.
Uber.
The funny thing about me is, I don't know,
That's
you feel
exactly
like this.
what that is.
I actually get sick riding with certain people. Like, I mean, I'm in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I'd rather be behind the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in the
Like
passenger seat,
when I'm with this dude, I never get to ride.
First of
I'm
all-
always driving.
I'm about to say because I'd never. If you drive, whether it's my car or your car, I'd be like, I get in the passenger seat. My line.
That's true. You're
I
telling
don't
the
do
truth.
no
no,
driving.
but riding in the passenger
I
seat.
do that in you with you too.
Yeah,
don't-
I get sick, man, with the passenger seat. Just somebody else.
You know what? I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. I like being in the passenger seat sometimes, especially when I ain't gotta be caring about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Maybe, but see, I can't take it when somebody wouldn't do something I would do. When you're stopping at
Yeah,
a light, when I
like-
wouldn't stop.
I first of all, I gotta kind of
I
like
just
know
can't
how
take
you
it.
drive, unless you're a cab driver or something like that. I gotta know how you drive already, or I just gotta not be in a rush to go anywhere or do anything. 'Cause I'm like, man, I would have damn took that damn turn or something like that.
Exactly.
I'm
Well,
already
people talk
subconsciously
about
thinking
my
that.
driving, but I would say this:
Everybody
I'm a safe
talks about their
driver.
driving.
I haven't been in any accidents. That was
And
my fault.
All of them been your fault.
None of them have been my fault.
Like I tell everybody,
My car
I tell
was
my
parked.
kids that. I
No,
said,
I was at a red light in my last accident, minding my business. How was that my fault? And
You
the
see,
dude-
saying if you're in
because you didn't watch out for the other damn traffic. They'll get
No.
out the damn way.
Okay, I was at the red light. And the dude and his wife was arguing. He sped down and hit me from the back.
Wow.
And I thought it
You,
was
you
slow.
should have edged up a little bit. You should have been paying attention because
There
I
was
know
another
you.
car in front of me.
I know you was watching them argue, and you said you supposed to blow your horn and say stop. Because
I did. Once I realized, I was like, I know he gonna slow down. The closer he got, all I could do was scream. And
Is that the way Ron would say stop? Stop.
Stop. He said stop, and he screamed. He
Why'd
said,
you do a high
I
voice?
screamed.
Why'd you do a high voice? Ron, don't let him treat you like that, man.
Right, they treat me so bad.
But Jacob came from both of y'all the most.
He did.
He said my throat doesn't open like that.
It doesn't.
Neither does mine, but you know, Ron had no problem with just swallowing.
No, but you did 2 times. I couldn't do it again.
And no, I was guzzling, but I took breaks.
Oh man.
You take breaks, no, but you can swallow. Which anyway, moving on.
No, but
Moving
so
on.
I plan on challenging myself again
Yeah.
this week. You know, financial goal. So
Yeah. Me too. I need to do some financial challenges myself. You know, but mine is my health, really, my body, my physical body.
that's-
I
my challenge.
really need to do.
That is
I
totally
really
my
need
challenge.
to challenge myself and take my ass to the gym and ride my damn bike every day.
But the gym, the gym is. I'm one of those people who like. I feel like the gym is not for everybody. 'Cause
that
when
may be
when
true.
I go there, I'm like, because I don't. For me, I have an athletic build, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't lift weights, so I have no motivation to go. So you say, right?
no, but I'm not
So I
going
have
to
no
the gym to
motivation.
lift
Well,
weight.
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, it's nothing there to do but walk on the treadmill or the bike or the
Well,
weights, right?
Today was my first day back in 2 weeks.
So the gym for me is not the big thing. It's
My
my,
thing-
eating.
my-
is
no,
for
my
me.
biggest challenge is actually going to the gym, and it's right down the street from my house. That's the bad part about it. It's like the membership's paid for,
Yes.
right? It's right down the street from my house. I don't even get up to go to the gym down the street.
Hey, listen, hold on. The scary thing about it is that he didn't even eat meat, and I think he would drop meat. I think he would drop more weight.
Not necessarily.
Is that a cum?
No, I'm not.
'Cause I eat a lot of snacks, junk food.
Well, see, okay, so you counter
Sugar
it.
is the main.
You counter it, right?
So like
Culprit.
sugar,
You still eat your sweets,
yeah. That's
even though you
the-
don't eat the meat and all that.
My
okay.
issue is alcohol. I think that's what.
No,
most of
alcohol is not
I
your
don't
problem.
eat that much.
Well, it said alcohol. This says sugar drinks, alcohol included. They do put pounds on you. I mean, they count.
And that ain't his problem. His problem.
What's my problem?
Your problem is you just eat the wrong shit.
I don't eat that. I rarely.
If you're eating bread and pastas,
I don't eat
and
that much.
sweets.
Like today I did eat before I left. I had a pork chop,
There you go.
but it wasn't fried. It was baked.
It doesn't matter.
But I'm just pork chops could not
chops are
be.
good.
They're not bad.
They're fat.
but
Good for you.
and
I
then
wouldn't
today
say they're good
for
you,
lunch
they're
I
not.
had tuna fish, so I don't really eat that much.
What'd you eat, Jacob?
What did I eat today?
Yeah.
Like an all vegetarian Indian microwave thing.
What a bitch!
Yeah, I'm a bitch, yo.
Hold on, no. You ate. That was
Like,
all you ate.
I
He
would-
does yoga
like,
and
I
eats
would-
vegan meals
I
for
just
lunch.
assume like if I'm trying to be healthier, just eating more vegetarian, like eating less meat is always good.
Yeah, that's
Sugar
true.
is the main culprit, so I try to
Yeah.
eat less sugar always, but sometimes it's hard. That's
So
just
that was
addictive,
one meal
right?
today. The whole day.
That's my biggest.
So you
No,
said
I've eaten two. I ate some cereal and I ate some pistachios. Pistachios are dope.
still
Highly
bitchy,
recommend
but
pistachios.
Eating them nuts. Eating them nuts, huh?
still bitchy, liking them nuts in your mouth. But look,
Talking about you can't swallow, but you eating nuts.
I
You'll
have
go.
something to crowdsource.
Go ahead.
By the way,
Yeah, what?
my main something to crowdsource. My main challenge this week is that I have a consultation for a tattoo. My first tattoo.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you don't have a tattoo.
I don't have any tattoos.
What
Wow,
a
you
bitch!
gonna get something on your back or something?
I'm just so I don't have to tell you what it is, but
He's negative only on the small of his
Did you
back.
get the open bar?
yeah.
That would be tight.
on
So,
on
yeah,
your back.
I'm gonna join the club.
No, that would be Missy of all
Would
Missies.
you get mad if I got mine right here too?
There you go.
Would you get mad?
Why don't we get mad at?
I just want to know.
That's some mixed shit.
So
I'm gonna get mad at what you do.
So I'm gonna do the
Nice.
same thing.
Oh, so what's the conversation?
My
What-
question is, where should I get it? I don't really want everybody to see it all the time.
Okay.
We'll probably get it on your upper arm or
Upper
something,
arm?
or your chest.
Or get a tramp stamp.
A tramp stamp. Yeah, no.
Don't do
But,
that.
we definitely. If you do that, Jacob, man, I would, man, like
Hold up, I got one.
Yeah.
a tramp stamp.
I
You
have
A
a
better.
tramp stamp?
Right
Let us
Let me
see.
see.
You better
Show
not.
the camera.
No, I can't show.
Hey, listen, I got the wrist.
Do you?
When did you get
Nice.
that?
He's been having.
What are they?
Those your kids?
What
It
did he
says
say?
love and one is
Christ love.
Christ love.
I was just
Christ
saying crack pot. But
Those
look,
are the
I
two
got-
main things. Huh?
Which is always say crack love,
I just said crack.
love crack.
So like inside of your wrist, I mean, they were hidden. Like you didn't even know I had them, right?
Well, all my tattoos are hidden. I got this one. Besides this one, they all tiny. You can't see them.
But
my
Ron.
drunken tattoos.
But I was gonna say Ron, we need to go to a real tattoo artist, not a cousin.
This was done at Miami Ink,
Oh,
and they charged
Really?
me $100.
They didn't even charge me that much for this.
Right. Only because I went there only because of the name. And I said, okay, I want to get tattooed by Miami Ink. And he said, okay, I'll do. And I told him what I wanted. I wanted my fraternity. And he put this. And he said, okay, $100. Like, well, damn. I thought it was going to be like $30, $40. This tattoo here was $19.
I don't have a problem with spending money on a tattoo. I feel like if I'm getting a tattoo.
so what
it's
are you gonna get?
My thing is this:
So
it got to
what-
be something you're gonna enjoy permanently.
Yeah, it's good. It might seem weird, but it's gonna be a like an old raggedy boot with a plant growing out of it.
What a bitch.
What a bitch.
Now,
That
now,
sounds
now,
cool.
what,
That
now,
sounds
what,
cool.
what is the what's the meaning behind it?
So if you've ever seen the movie Wall-E, it's
Didn't
like
see
the
Heard of
Pixar
it.
robot movie, right?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi
Everybody
like
say it
sustainability hopeful
1, 2,
movie
3.
kind of thing.
What a
bitch. What a bitch. I'm gonna check this out.
You gonna chug. You gotta,
Okay,
you gotta make up for
so Wally inspired the boot and the plant.
More or less, but it's like a hope rebirth kind of like sustainability. They're actually like late at night when I'm contemplating it, I think of lots of very profound things. But right now, all I got is it's from a movie, robot. I don't know.
Yeah,
What does your girl say about it?
She likes it politely.
Okay.
Yeah, but so originally I wanted it like here. She didn't love that, and now I'm thinking here or here, and now just because of Ron, right here,
yeah.
inspired me to.
Well, mine's
Now,
not that
I would
bad.
think
Y'all really wanna see
probably chest or upper arm. So if you say you don't want it to be seen all the time,
Right.
Or get on your leg. You like your
Leg.
thigh
I
area.
don't.
Don't recommend the thigh.
That's gonna be my.
I never got no.
That just seems very Mitchy.
Yes, that's what I think.
Your lower body being
That
tattooed.
was gonna be my next tattoo. I'm gonna get my whole leg done, like all the way down to here,
Like a leg sleeve.
like a thing going over,
Pant
like
leg.
a vines going all the way around.
Vines?
That was my plan.
Cool.
Because my daughter's name is Jade, so I was gonna get Jade stuff all the way around my leg.
Isn't that a stone? Why
What
would you get
a
vines?
I figured I'd ask you because it's crowdsourcing and it's challenging myself.
Well, you want to get it done live on air? Because we can do that.
Yeah,
have a tattoo
totally.
artist at the
I gotta
premiere and
bring
do it.
Dr. Z from Laughing Hyena Tattoos over, but yeah, totally.
Okay, we can do that live.
That'd be
I'm gonna
fly.
get mine live
But
on
we
air.
got. But we either need to take a poll for
What position where they want it?
where they went, where we put it at, or
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I want to find out. I'm gonna put that out there. Wherever they want me to get my tattoo done, I'm gonna get it done live on here.
They're gonna ask me for my face, so that's.
They'll put it, I can't do
It's
it on my
Good.
something that's
Number
not going to
one.
be visible all the time. That's key.
Sometimes
on
maybe.
your penis.
Yeah, that's not all the
No
time.
way
That's
possible.
only
You want to
like
do that?
no way possible.
sometimes.
Oh Lord.
No way
Yo.
possible. I couldn't dare.
Just get Thug Life tatted on your chest.
Yo, we had a great
Might.
show, everybody.
I might get the Tupac bandana tattooed.
That would be hot. That would be hot. Put Thug Life across your forehead. That'd be hot. Yo, we had a great show. Next week, we supposed to have a singer here today, but she had to
canceled on
reschedule.
us.
But she'll be here next week. I'm not gonna say her name because I'm gonna say it wrong. But she'll be here. Really beautiful woman. She
It's
gonna
never
sing
stopped you
live.
saying her name wrong before. So.
Well, I mean, I don't want to blame it on the alcohol. Anyway, salute. See you
Salute.
next week.
Going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday.